If you visit the Rippaverse, you'll see just how I move differently. Got more arm hair than an armchair. That's why they call me Papa Bear, because it is what it is. What it is, ain't it what it is what it is, and that's it. My business got so many factors, and I got so many detractors. Those suckers gonna need to me, and ISO's gonna sue me, because it is what it is. What it is, ain't it what it is what it is, and that's it. Got 100,000 comics without any buyers, and a lot of insurance for warehouse fires, because it is what it is, and what it isn't ain't it. What it is what it is, and that's it. I sold 3D assets to a bunch of asshats for a pile of cash that's all gone up in smoke, because it is what it is. What it is, ain't it what it is what it is, and that's it. You know a grifter's gonna grift and a scammer gonna scam. Next I'll sell these morons a comic about horsemen, because it is what it is, and what it isn't ain't it. What it is what it is, and that's it. You know a grifter's gonna grift and a scammer gonna scam. Next I'll sell these morons a comic about horsemen, because it is what it is. What it is, ain't it what it is what it is, and that's it.
All right, everybody, how's it going? Man, we're gonna have a packed show. What is going on with my chat? I don't really see how many people are on right now. Really annoying. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna restart my restream thingy, because that is an annoying problem to have. Give me 1 second, you guys. Bear with me. Let me know if you're able to hear me just right. Let me see. We're barely on the red. Oh yeah, no, it's really, really hot. Let me see. Let's dial this down to 40. Oh shit. I just heard a popping noise. Okay. Okay, there we go. Very good, Joe. What's up, Hanook? Hello, Puniti brothers and sisters. Shoot. We got quite a big show. It's actually like almost no politics, no 304 stuff. This is gonna be like a a very crime central show. Give me 1 second. Let me go ahead. I need to post everywhere. Going live. Winky face. Let me make sure that I'm live all over the internet where I'm supposed to be. Let me see. Oh yeah, look at the little ring right there, a little pink ring. I'm live. Very cool. I can only hear when he donates to Cash App Watchfrogs. Yeah, that's right, guys. Links in the description, of course. You know, let me just go ahead and do my spiel before we get this party started. All right. Greetings, everyone. Thank you for joining me on another exciting episode of the Watchfrogs. We go live every Tuesday night on the Watchfrogs channel, which is home to the Fake Crimes docuseries, a variety of other videos, and of course, the Watchfrogs podcast. You can enjoy the show live on a variety of platforms like BitChute, Rumble, Trovo, dlive, Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. For those who prefer an audio-only experience of the show, you can head over to Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or anywhere else where podcasts exist. Links are in the description. If you wish to support the show and help keep the Watchfrogs independent, feel free to head over to my subscribe star page, locals page, or perhaps toss a generous donation in my Cash App. You can also super chat. All super chats are read and very much appreciated. Once again, links are all in the description, wherever you may be enjoying the show. So yeah, and I also got my Etsy page up there, so you guys can go and support the Watchfrogs that way as well. I'm gonna be like updating the locals thing really quick, because I haven't been messing with it. I've still been really busy working on some projects behind me. And yeah, it's been pretty good. Things have been pretty good. Let me see. Zombie Bomb with the regular hearts, not even green ones. We go live every Tuesday. Looks at computer count. Oh, shoot. Oh, dude, hold up. That was a woo. Good catch. Dude, that's how you know I'm like on robot mode. Let me see. Where's my text? Where's my text at? Let's pull that up. Okay. So, see, we go live every Monday nights, because we're no longer doing this on Tuesday. I changed it up to help Cheese, but Cheese is not available, I guess, or whatever. So I guess we're just gonna go on without him. Let's see. We are on BitChute, Rumble, Trovo, dlive, Kick, Twitch. I'm gonna put Twitter as well, or X, formerly known as Twitter and YouTube, because now we're on that platform as well. We're all over the internet. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this is good. This is good. Oh man. The Jokerfication of America. That's what I feel like is going on with this fucking assassin guy. We go later on Tuesday except Saturday because it's the Sabbath. Jesus. I like the NPC puppet back here, back there. I had an NPC picture as my profile picture at work for a while at a government job. No one knew what it was. Yeah, I wouldn't expect people in the government to be in touch with the culture outside of their shit job. Let's see, streaming L K6. You know what? I wasn't gonna do this. Least favorite YouTube. What's up, dude? Yo, what's up? Roto is in the chat. What is going on, brother? Okay, but K6 comes in talking a lot of shit. So K6, I got the funniest song for you. Let's go over to Comicsgate Pro. Oh, he's right here. Because this song dropped, and it's Air July's new song. It's so good. All right, guys, here we go.
Hibbity. I can't write, I don't know why I try. I can't spell, it makes me wanna cry. I talk, shit get you suckers in. Anti-woke, antidote, we will fucking win. The artwork's bad, I don't even care. Hibbity jibbity and shoulder hair. I talk tough, my ego never stops. But if you'll pull up, I'll scream and cover cops. Cause I'm a pussy. I am ginger ale.
Oh, dude, we gotta get Chaz in here. Give me 1 second. All right, there he is. Yo, what's up, brother? What are you doing?
I'm just listening to this fucking banger of a song.
Dude, it's K6 came. I thought to myself, I'm like, look, if K6 comes in talking shit, I'm gonna make fun of his boyfriend, his male black lover, Eric July, and this song just dropped called Hibbity Jibbity, super gay, and it's a straight fucking banger.
I mean, like, it's using puppets. Do you think like it's a dig? I wouldn't go so far as to say it's a direct dig at you. I mean, like, using puppets is like, it's a funny comedic look, right?
Yeah, no, this is actually a friend of the channel who made this.
Yeah, I thought literally Eric July made it or some shit. I don't know.
No, Eric July has no talent. He doesn't have the capability to make adorable puppets. But yeah, no, this is a banger for sure. And this is, I think, Alex. This is a Alex version. He's in the band backwards. And apparently he's got like some I don't know, man love thing going on with Air July, but whatever. Let's finish this song.
Well, you gotta share it with me on Discord so I can properly hear it.
I am made of soy and I love black boys. Every time I sing, it sounds feminine. That's because I am full of estrogen. I can't write, I don't know why I try. I can't spell, it makes me wanna cry. I talk, shit get you suckers in. Anti-woke, antidote, we will fucking win. The artwork's bad, I don't even care. Hibbity jibbity and shoulder hair. I talk tough, my ego never stops. But if you'll pull up, I'll scream and cover cops. Cause I'm a pussy. I am ginger and super gay. I am made of soy and I love black boys. Every time I sing, it sounds feminine. That's because I am full of estrogen. Hibbity jibberty bullshit and a bonnet. Hibbity jibberty shitty business, man. Hibbity jibberty, I make the world worse comics. Hibbity jibberty, give me your fucking money, man. Hibbity.
Fuck, dude, that's great. Dude, K6 seething. He's seething so hard. He's upset that his American Idol Air July is getting fucking ruthlessly roasted. Had to be done, bro. Hibbity jibbity. It's gonna be, you know, the next jock jam for sure. Goodness, what have you been up to, Chaz? How you feeling?
I'm getting by. So I'm trying to like get through a long ass game, right? Because I'm like, oh, I want to make content on this, and this, and then it's
Yeah.
like and it's like I get so focused on this one thing. I'm like, I've got funny video script ideas, but I tell you, man, whenever I sit down to start typing on a script, I can't focus. I just can't.
Maybe it's the environment, you know. Have you tried
it's literally because like I normally do it on my computer. I'll type out like a sentence or two and then just check Twitter and just not type. It's literally like a focus thing. I don't know if it's like, oh, I have ADHD or ADD or whatever, but like most likely I kind of do. But you know, it's just I'm getting like it is what it is.
Yo, it is what it is. Hibbity jibbity. Let's
Damn
see.
right.
Gio, that projection. We all know that you and Chaz going together to Hercules beetle corn. Disgusting, dude. I don't even know what a Hercules beetle is. Dachi leave.
mean-
You can't make your premiere yet. Oh, so what game? Did you say what game?
It's a game series called Persona. It's like a JRPG thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You've told me
like,
about it.
I think the story is great. I'm currently playing the fighting game, Persona game, and I'm surprised that the story mode is legitimately really good. And I just want to make a video talk about like, hey, this shit slaps, right? So,
Is it a positive video or are you like trashing the video?
No, it's 100% like the story mode is great. Everything about it kicks ass. The characters are fucking amazing. The story mode is very well thought. Just like not just nothing but praise. It's like genuine, legitimately, this stuff is great. Like, oh, if you are a fan of the Persona series and haven't checked this thing out yet, I like it's like me trying to say you should, but it's just, you know, yeah, it's all positive.
Oh, people are making comments about the NPC puppet behind me moving. Look, if it moves on its own, that Twitter channel where it's like creepy things caught on video, he's gonna like use it as a clip, and it's streamer, you know, freaks out and cries and pees himself because the puppet.
Actually, Gio, what you should do, you should set up like some rope and string pulleys stuff, like very thin, black painted, you know, wire that magicians use. So like while your hands are underneath the desk, instead of tugging your dick midstream, you tug the string midstream to like move the puppet.
Well, now everybody's gonna know. So I can't.
Well, it's like a subtle tug here and there. It doesn't need to be ferocious, like wanking the string, you know. Just
I'm kind of I'm kind of salty that Cheese didn't show up today. You know, we were because like he's got like this thing going on Tuesday, so he can't really like come out and do a stream on. Oh, who the fuck is messaging me? What the hell is this? Garbage. Anyways, so he can't really like do the stream on Tuesday. So I was like, oh well, I've been thinking about doing it on Mondays, you know, because whatever, it'd be nice to like have a chill Tuesday and stuff. And he's a no-show. Really sad. Very sad.
Well,
Even the puppet wants to hide from Gio's wrong opinions. Damn, K6 is being so fucking hateful, dude. Like this is what happens when like Eric July simps, like when they hear Eric July get fucking roasted, they just like turn into like retards. And they can't help themselves. It's really sad.
Ooh, like retards?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, dude, I don't know what it is, but like Air July must be a wizard because the spell he puts people on, like he puts people in the spell, and he just has them under his control. These ripatards, these ripasimps, whatever people want to call them.
Dude, it's just like what's happening in my Persona game. So like the main villain was able to hypnotize 5 dudes to stage a plane hijacking. Maybe it's like that. Eric July just has this ability to mind control people for short periods of time, but then like they come to. It's not full on mind control 24/7, but it's just subtle like influences throughout the day. like just little seeds that he plants in people's minds.
Well, I gotta address something in the chat. Feral Ravage asks, why are Zombie Bomb and K6 the most rude to Geo? Okay, so K6 is like retarded, and he sees a black guy pretending to be a gangster on the internet, and he thinks he's instantly cool. And then when guys like me point out that he's like a fake thug and a bitch ass snitch, he starts chimping out. So that's why K6 is salty. Now, Zombie Bomb, there's this guy that me and Zombie Bomb know. And this dude is like a legit creep, right? Just the worst of the worst. And
his name is Kaiden Chaz.
No. You don't know him, Chaz. You don't know him. And like she went to hang out with him, so I made fun of her, and ever since then she's been compensating and trying to, you know, get these little jabs in because of this weirdo that I've been beefing with for a while. I mean, the beef is pretty much squashed at this point, but I heard rumblings that he still doesn't really like me. He's got to stick up his ass because I embarrassed him in this way that I'm not going to bring up on a stream. So I mean, that's what's going on, Feral. I mean, it's all harmless. I mean, well, I don't know about K6. K6 feelings must be really hurt. So yeah, Chaz, nobody cares about your Goy game. Who is Air July? Air July is this guy who wrote and made or produced really the worst comic book ever in all of comic book history.
Well, I'm okay,
dog
so
shit.
I'm sure that's an exaggeration, Gio.
No, it's not an exaggeration. I have yet to somebody present me with a terrible comic book that is worse than Isom, and I will concede. I'll just say this. I have two comic books, very rare. They're based off of what happened on January 6th after Trump was rigged out of office. And there's two of these fucking books, and I own both of them. Those books are light years better than anything Eric July has ever done. His music is okay, you know, but other than that, the comic books are dog shit. And he also, apparently he used to be like a big streamer. I don't know if he really does that anymore. He's really just focused on like, I'm going to take on Marvel, Disney, yeah, hibbity jibbity. And I don't see it. I don't really see it. Maybe I'm being unfair, but, you know, let me see. What else is everybody talking about?
Like, I don't know. I've never read like Isom or something, right? So like, I'm just like, this is all just conjecture. I'm sure that Isom, it's not like technically, I'm sure it's not as bad like as you make it out to be, but it's like it's so mediocre and like just it's at best a 5 out of 10 story. But the guy who made it is just so like annoying that the guy who made it makes his own work seem even shittier, right? Like I'm sure that Isom is mediocre at best, right? But to say it's the worst, you know, it's like
no, it's pretty bad. Like, look, I can look past an artist I don't like and appreciate their work. Like Steven Spielberg. As a person, I'm not a big fan of his.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get into it, but Steven Spielberg puts out some dope stuff. Roman Polanski. You know, the guy's done some bad stuff. I'm not gonna bring up here on stream things that I would never do, things that, you know, we're not gonna go there. But guy's an artist. Air July is not an artist. Well, I mean, he makes good music, but the comic book, I thought the whole drama around it was funny, and I just goofed on him lightly, and he went after everybody who made fun of him, including me. Some of my streams were taken down, and I almost lost my channel because of him. And yeah, so that's, dude, me and Cheese read the comic book on a stream, and it really was that bad. It's a terrible comic book. And again, I have like ammo crates, you know, where you put bullets and stuff in them, and I have a bunch of bullets in them, and I also have some that have very rare comic books in them. And I have a lot of comic books. I love comic books. So people think like I don't read comic books. It's bullshit. I do. I know what's good and I know what isn't. Isom is not good. None of those Isom books are good.
Fair.
Let me read some of the shit. Air July is an alpha male. You're more like beta male. It would be
beta.
funny if AC time. No. No,
like,
zombie.
He can time me out in chat all he wants. But I'm the fucking co-host. Like the fuck you time it out, man.
I know, right? Let's see. I will, but I can't tell what his voice. Okay, so I wasn't listening, but I know who you mean, and I don't know that dude. What do you mean you don't know that dude? He showed up in your hood, Zombie Bomb. Don't be talking that shit. Zombie Bomb is a woman. That's what they do. Yeah, women are pretty dumb. especially Zombie Bomb. Let's see. Why can't we all just be kind to each other? We should spread the magic of friendship.
Gay.
Yeah,
Gay.
throw Ravage. I agree, but I don't think Zombie Bomb's gonna let up, and I don't think K6 is never not gonna be salty about his god Eric July being mocked ruthlessly. HE says he's not on because you never DM'd him. Yeah, well, we talked about this. You know, I buy him video games. I treat him well. And this is how he repays me. He's fucking rude and doesn't show up to the stream when we literally talked about doing this. Let's see. Eric Tate is Geo's top G. Gross. Hold on. You mean to tell me there's a comic worse than Isom? No, there isn't a comic book worse than Isom. If there is, I'm not aware of it. But there is a January 6th comic book, and it is so bad. If I'm trying to remember some of the details, like they're like this boomer white guy. He's like, my son died, you know, fighting for Trumpism, you know, Trumpomania, but it wasn't the, you know, the libtards who killed him. It was the other maggots or some stupid bullshit like that. And he's like walking around crying with a fucking MAGA hat. And there's just a bunch of oh yeah, and by the way, the way that they were going to expose Trumpomania was by producing ballots and auditing them. And I'm like, it's almost like they were reading my tweets or something, except using their stupid logic for like the libtards. It was fucking bad. I don't know if you guys want, we can go over that probably next show. Let's see. The underside of Geo's desk is rotting and full of mushrooms and mold. No. Typical Duo always brings cheese for his mistakes.
Give me money.
All right, we gotta still waiting for receipts. Joe, you got nothing. Oh, dude, do you guys really want me to do another fucking Eric July stream where I'm just bringing all the receipts? I think that would be boring. I mean, I'm waiting on the trial. I'm waiting on the Riley trial, and then we can probably talk about Eric July again because they're gonna have to bring him before the stand.
I mean, like truth be told, the Eric July shit. What is it? Like 2 years old at this point?
Yeah, but it's still going, dude.
Look, I know jack shit. I just.
Oh no, it's still going. Riley, one of the top Eric July detractors, he was trolling Eric July. The cops show up to tell him like, hey bro, you gotta knock it off or you gotta like chill out or whatever. And then when they ran his name, he had warrants for his arrest because Eric July used domestic violence laws against this Riley guy, and he had him arrested. And obviously Riley is pled not guilty, and now it's going to go to trial. So Eric July is going to take the stand and say that he was afraid for his life. And then you're going to look at Riley, who's like this short little fat guy with a giant beard, you know, looking like a little gnome. And it's going to be hilarious. And again, because people think he's like this like tough thug. Like, dude, Eric July's a pussy, bros. Like, he's a giant pussy. Like, he's always been a bitch. His whole persona is fake. His whole hibbity-jibbity jive talking is garbage.
Persona?
For no reason. Steven Spielberg is evil. He is evil. Time out all you want, blah, blah, blah. Oh my god, the chat is going out of control. I don't like their work. I don't think they're very good at anything. Isom allegedly had a pretty poor start, which is not a good sign if your story is already falling by the second issue. What I know about July comes from Hammerhand. Yeah, I don't really care about like, you know, the making of the book. What I will give Eric July credit for is like he is able to, you know, he's like, hey, I'm gonna make a comic book. He made it. I'm gonna put it in people's hands, and he delivered. He delivered on his promises, and which is more than I can say for Vito. You know, as much shit as I talk about Eric July, you know, Vito just Waldy ends up smelling like shit, and Eric July comes out of this smelling like a rose. A lot of people, dude. Apparently, allegedly, Vito spent all his money that he made off that campaign, and people are like, dude, it's been a long time. Where the fuck is the book, dude? So, like, whatever, man. And then, of course, like, a bunch of the detractors are going to fucking jail. Nick Rekieta, jail. Riley, jail. People are showing up certain shit at Dick Masterson's house. And, you know, just EVS was doing that stream doing, like, crack in fucking public or some shit. And they got like EVS. It's Uncle Ethan to me. And, dude, the detractors are in disarray. Eric July won. But he still sucks, so fuck him. Let me see. Jesus, this chat is going way too fucking fast.
Like, bro, I keep up with the chat like this all the time just fine.
Maybe you have, like, super autism. I'm not at that level yet.
I mean, like, are you literally trying to respond to every single comment? Because it's like some are more relevant than others, you know?
Yeah, no, I'm trying to skim through them, but they just go by so quickly. I don't know you were in here.
I'm-
Yeah,
I'm-
Friedrich Marx likes to he likes to lurk. Short fat guy. Shit. Chat move. It can be scary. CEOs are scared. Hopefully. Let's see. He will be banned on the channel. Yes, Air July 1 because you have nothing on him. You have fake argument. K6, no, I don't have fake arguments. Here's what I can 100% prove. He violated the copyrights of Ed Roth, the very famous artist. He did like a bunch of hot rod art. He lifted his art. He also lifted the art of the International School of Ministry. It's a Christian organization, and he smeared and maligned them, saying that they weren't real Christians. And he tried to get his fucking bitch ass ripitards to harass these people. What else did he do? Oh yeah, the comic book is just artistically, it's dog shit. It's a bunch of 3D assets, and then they traced over them. That's 100% fact. It's lazy. Again, I'm not mad, because I didn't buy his garbage, because I'm not a fucking idiot. I don't buy into the whole woke culture war bullshit, because that's what it is. It's bullshit. People can feel good buying it and holding the comic book in their hand, but they might as well be holding cow shit. It's garbage. He literally used domestic violence laws meant for women who are being stalked by ex-lovers, ex-boyfriends, ex-husbands, who are beating the shit out of them and threatening them with violence. He used those laws to claim that, to use them against Riley, to have Riley arrested, because Riley showed up to his warehouse and he taped $40 to the window. He made a joke at Air July's expense. And Air July doesn't like being the hairy ass crack of a joke, despite him being very hairy already. Like, he's a bitch. I don't care. And he's just fucking fake too. Like, he's some like libertarian jackass, but he fucking like, he countered signaled MAGA. He's anti-Trump. And I'm just very wary of people who are like aggressively anti-Trump or who are fake about it. And then when it's convenient for him, he goes full-blown MAGA. Pulling like a Nick Fuentes. I just see right through it, man. So, let's see, because you're woke. I'm not woke. I also speaking of woke, I hate the fact that Air July is able to get away with bigotry and hatred. But if anybody else engages in light criticism of his shitty comic books, he has them banned, he has them censored, he has their videos taken down, he claims them. Again, dude, the guy's a fucking bitch ass snitch, and he's a snitch, dude. He fucking cries to the cops. Prinjo likes to drink honey out of a damp shoes. I don't even know what that means. Masterson is in the cucked jail. Gonna be raising a geriatric birth, another man's seed. I think it's his kid though. Unless you have evidence otherwise. I don't know what you're talking about. Let's see. Kakosub graping your puppets. People buy those. Be quiet. Goyo is just throwing out insults. Dude, again, you wanted the why, like what I got on Air July. I just fucking gave it to you raw. Giovanni has zero proof Eric's arse crack is hairy. Look, if his hairy shoulders are any indication, dude, that ass crack is hairy. 100%. This should be called Eric July Frogs. The channel is going to get taken down if we talk about who's actually in control of this one. Oof. Don't Nick bang Destiny? Yeah, he might have. I don't know. Like, I don't really like how people always like, oh, dude, you're a groiper. You're fucking, Nick. I'm like, I don't know Nick at all. Like, I've never spoken with him. I say that groipers are welcome here, but I don't really know anything about that shit. I was talking with Pisco Liddy yesterday on a Twitter space. And dude, the guy was so fucking salty. He was trying to pretend like he wasn't tilted about the election. And he was saying that I said on a stream that the spooky mustache man had great ideas. I never said that at all. And he was just like saying this to a space of like, I don't know how many people were in there, but there was a bunch. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, dude, we got to do like another debate, bro, or something. And he's got to be put in his place. Joe's done a lot of research into the shoulders ass crack connection. Well, as a hairy guy myself, speaking of which, I got to shave my fucking pubes. This is so out of control because I got this party to go to on Friday.
I needed to hear that.
I know, right? Guido, stop hating on Air July. He's a strong, independent queen boss babe. I know, right? He's a boss queen. You know what? I should be nicer to him, especially on this day where Daniel Penny was found not guilty. He was acquitted on all of the bogus charges levied against him. So this is a really sad day for Air July. A true, stunning, and brave independent queen who don't need no man. except for Alex, his boyfriend, the redhead. Nick is gay. Gio is gay. Groupers are gay. Chess is gay though, so the math checks out. Pause, Gio. Pause what? So anyways, let's get into the stories. Jesus Christ. I don't want to spend too much time on this story really quick, but yeah, female whistleblower goes public, reveals the agency's focus on DEI initiatives over disaster response. There are higher priorities given to different racial groups. The number one goal of FEMA is to instill equity in emergency management. It's not to save lives. It's not to create strong communities that will weather future disasters, revealed Kelsey Goodman, a federal emergency management agency, FEMA hazard mitigation emergency management. Jesus Christ, what a mouthful. Goodman has come forward to discuss concerns about FEMA's response. Yeah, this isn't surprising at all. And I feel like a lot more people are going to come forward. Oh, shit, there's a video? Oh, man, we're not going to watch all that. I'll probably do a separate video on that. But yeah, I mean, I really want to get to the crime stuff. But really quick, I was asked yesterday, like, well, how do you know that how were you able to accurately predict the election as well as you did? And my reaction is like, I'm not a retard, like I was as a former strategist, as a former campaigner, I hit the campaign trail multiple times with multiple, not just politicians, but multiple organizations, for even ballot initiatives and recall elections. And, yeah, I just know what I'm talking about. But Ipsos, which does the polling for Reuters, like, again, I just want to emphasize how fucking fake these people are. I can't rely on these people to tell the truth, but I can rely on them to lie. And understanding the pattern of behavior, you can accurately predict the way things are actually going to go. Let me hold on. Someone actually texted me right here. What is this? Internet is still down. Chaz, are you there?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just like you're just reading other shit.
I'm
so.
on. Hold on. Okay. All right. So let me just read this really quick. So the 2024 election season has finished, and the Republicans go into 2025 with a strong mandate. At Ipsos this year, we helped tell the critical story, the disillusionment with the establishment, coupled with the high cost of living that acted as a tailwind for Republicans. Our election forecast consistently showed the fundamentals favoring the challenger. As early as August, we said that Donald Trump was the favorite. Really? Really? Well, we got the numbers right here. So here's Reuters Ipsos.
There's nothing more goy or gay than pulling up numbers, Gio. That's what chat's like. That's what chat is about to say. They're gonna say, "Oh, Gio's pulling out stats, gay." So it's like you just gotta be ready for it, Gio.
Well, these aren't. I mean, these are pulling figures. It's not really.
Yeah, pulling figures, more like pulling fat.
Yeah. All right. So remember what they said, you guys. They said since August they had President Trump winning. So starting in July, Harris and Trump were tied. And then at the end of the month, +2. Then very, very end of the month, +1. And then in August, Harris +4. Harris +5. Harris +6. Now they're in September. Harris +6. And then going into October, Harris +2. Harris +3. In middle of October, +3 again. And at the very end of October, before I guess most people stopped polling, Harris +1, and then all of a sudden, Trump won +6. Yeah, these people are fucking liars. They're fucking liars, and people like Pisco are just, they don't understand that those of us who have experience with this stuff here can call bullshit when we see it, and we can make very accurate predictions. So I did make a video. It was I think it was like the smartest predictions for the 2024 election. It was over 90% correct. I got Kerry Lake wrong, and I got Virginia wrong.
So you got one or two things wrong. I'm going to use those things to say your entire argument is invalid.
Fair enough. But if I had
Dude, doesn't
multiple months...
doesn't that fucking suck? You make I've made whole fucking videos, like 30 minutes of talking about like this, and this, and then people just say, oh, here's one thing that I disagree with. Your whole shit's wrong. I fucking hate that, man. Continue.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's I mean, like the numbers speak for themselves. This is embarrassing. I mean, just imagine. Hold on 1 second. I gotta take a swig of this.
Swig of what? Anyways, hope chat's doing all right. Like
Yeah, Chad, you
Geo,
better be doing all right.
Truth
What's
be
up?
told, I've been edging my chat this whole time. Like
Really?
in my stream before before you started, right? You're
Yeah.
playing the game and shit, and this whole time, dude, the past like 4 streams, the past 4 to 7 hour long streams, we've just been waiting for this one guy to show up. The end of this stream, he shows up, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna end it there. So it's like, so I don't know. I'm just trying to fill up the dead air.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
What's a conspiracy? Rhoda, that's an excellent question. That's a very excellent question. The conspiracy is much of the polling industry is captured, ideologically captured at worst, or they are certainly colluding with the campaign to make it seem like this is a race. For the people who are honest about this, they accurately predicted that, Harris isn't winning this thing. She was never ahead of Trump. That was Fabrizio. Tony Fabrizio stated that, and Richard Barris stated that as well. And Ann Seltzer, and I brought this up with Pisco the other night, like Ann Seltzer dropped the Iowa poll that said that Trump was going to lose Iowa by 3 points. Harris is going to be +3. And I'm like, that is impossible. And I told you, Chaz, I'm like, it's almost as improbable as me being able to fly to the moon in a helicopter. Like, it's just not going to happen.
Hey, Gio, I have a question. Were you
Yes.
drinking alcohol just now?
No, what?
Oh, okay, I thought you were doing like a drinking thing. You
No,
didn't
no,
wanna
I'm not
include
drinking.
Me with like
I work
good, 'cause
tomorrow.
I would have felt really sad if you wanted to like drink an alcoholic beverage and you didn't ask me to join in.
No,
would've
no,
felt
I'm not
very
doing that. I'm not
betrayed.
doing that. But anyways, back to
Yeah.
answering this
It's-
question. So,
Sorry.
the night before that Ann Seltzer dropped that poll, according to some sources who know Ann Seltzer, somebody got on the phone and talked with an actual reliable pollster, and they said, "Hey, Ann Seltzer is boasting. She's bragging about dropping a Harris +3 in Iowa, and being gleeful at the fact that Trump's people are going to chimp out over it." And like the conspiracy, it's like there's so many conspiracies on so many levels. Like I don't even know where to begin. But one of them, okay, but the whole point of polling is to gauge where the public is at. The polling is meant to be received by politicians, by public officials, by hell, even CEOs, and they need to understand where the people are at. So when you have these fake pollsters, like the douchebags at Reuters or Nate Silver, who pretends to be a pollster, and they're saying like, yeah, people love trans kids. Yeah, people want more money to go to Ukraine. People want their kids to be drafted to go fight and die in the Middle East for Israel. None of that is true. So they're manufacturing consent. They're making it up. They're manufacturing consent. That's the best way to put it. So there's a little bit of a self-fulfilling, like a fake self-fulfilling prophecy thing going on here. There's a lot of gaslighting going on here, and if the lie's pervasive enough, and they're putting people under a spell. And all the douchebags, they fell for this shit. Kyle Kalinske fell for it. The dorks at the Young Turks fell for it. All the Democrat surrogates, they fell for it. Pisco Liddy fell for it. He acts like he didn't, but I know better. So that's the rub, man. That's a problem with the polling. And then guys like me, who understand the landscape, who understand people, who understand strategy, were able to conclude reliably that these guys were going to lose, that Harris and her people were going to lose. And they did lose. They lost spectacularly. I made a lot of money betting the right way. A lot of people who I'm close with, who also bet, they took my advice and they made a lot of money. And you know what? We weren't the only ones. If you look at the Polymarket, Kelshi, Predictit, it seems like everybody ran the opposite direction of the polling. It's almost as if the people, the individuals, they knew better. However, betting markets aren't very predictive, and they're very malleable. And Seltzer drops Harris +3 in Iowa. That changed the betting market, and because of that, I made more money. So yeah, that's
How much
the
more
rub.
money? Like good money?
Oh yeah,
You see, that's what that like. Ooh, the fact that that's the thing that I start talking about. I'm not fighting the allegations that chat is making against me all that well. Shit. Fuck.
uh,
Okay.
yeah. Hold on, let me see.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't feel like I'm
No,
getting a good
you're
cause
good. You're
tonight.
good. See, no one but feds get stuff 90% right. I don't know what you mean. Of course, Cucko is drinking like Nick. Gio, please don't goon like him. No, it's not gonna happen. Dude, I haven't had alcohol in like over a week. Notice how he uses his big brain and grabs his chin to show his brain is working? Yes, AC. I noticed because it's me. Exactly, Brother Hanuk. Chaz must learn that we will not take this influx of beta-ness sitting down. He does not know where he stands. We must remind him. Why is the chat against you, Chaz? What did you do to them?
I have no idea.
Are you drinking out of real cups again, Gio? No. Yeah, I heard that too about how Kamala's team's internal polling never had her winning. Yeah, that's probably true. They did try though. I mean, I have some theories about what really went on within the Democratic Party, the actual machine of the Democrats. Because it seems like Kamala Harris's people were doing one thing, the Democratic institutions were doing another, and it seems like they weren't really interested in getting her to win or helping her win because they knew that she was going to lose, which is what made the most sense. That makes the most sense to me. They're like, okay, well, Kamala Harris is flush with over $1 billion. Let's take all this money and give it to our friends, and run the lamest campaign, the most bare bones campaign, and who's going to notice and who's going to care because the media is going to lie for us anyways. And good for them. But it looked like, honestly, guys, it looks like money laundering to me. It looks like a scam to me. That whole campaign, it looked like a scam to me. That's just my opinion.
Well, like Kamala's whole campaign.
Yeah, I mean, like, and it probably wasn't even her fault, to be honest. I mean, she was in it to win it.
Like, maybe not scam is the right word. I would say it's way more. It's all fake, right? Like the way she acts, the way she presents herself, it's all fake. Like you saw the clip of her at the gas station, and they're like, "Oh, we gotta stage it again because she fucked it up." It's like, it's not that was a scam. It's just it was faked, right? Like with Trump, even if you don't like him, he's very much himself. I would not, if there's one adjective I would not use to describe Trump, it would be fake. He is unabashedly himself. Now, whether or not you like that, that's a different thing. But with Kamala, it's like, you can't really tell who she is. Because, like, even, with her accent shit. The fact that she went to all these different regions, tried to use a different fucking accent for them, right? Like a Southern drawl or like a New Yorker accent. Like, that's just so fake and unnecessary. But the fact that she thought that shit was necessary, that shit would help her, get votes or whatever. It's like, it just shows that she had no confidence in herself.
Yeah, it's pretty offensive, like, it's like, oh, I'm going to be speaking in front of a bunch of Mexicans. She's like, hello, tacos burritos. And I'm just like, oh, God, what is happening? Yeah, no, she's incredibly fake. And it's like the problem with somebody like her is like she's just not a real person. She's not a real human being. And she can't even speak like one. Like the biggest tell was when they asked her about that like crime ballot initiative or that ballot initiative in California where they were like gonna outlaw theft and shit again. And they're like, well, Miss Kamala Harris, how did you vote? She's like, oh, well, I'm focused on defeating Orange Man. And I'm like, dude, like this is your opportunity to talk about crime in the U.S., how you're gonna fix it, and people want to know how you're gonna fucking vote. And she just couldn't answer like the simplest fucking questions. Jesus Christ. Goodness. Let's see. Toru says they didn't manufacture consent. They just did it without asking us in the first place. Both. I mean, you're not entirely wrong, but it's both because they do have to plant the seeds. They do have to at least attempt to manufacture consent. Let me see. Crinjo is fake. Shut up, fucking Air July dick sucker.
I just gotta say, I think it's really fucking funny that a guy makes his profile Toru Adachi and he's in your chat. Like, you have no idea. Like, to me, it's the funniest shit. But
I don't know anything about anime, so this is your realm, bro. This is your realm.
Like, to me, it's the funniest thing. Like, this guy made his whole profile this bit just for me, and the fact that he's in here with the same shit, it's just cracking me up. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Let me read this chat really quick. Are you suggesting that the money getting sent over to Ukraine might be money laundering and politicians are doing inside trading? That's a conspiracy theory. I mean, dude, I don't know if it's happening. I just know all of that is a scam. The whole war, all of it is bullshit. Roto, I still like Kamala. Why? She sucks. She's a terrible campaigner. She's a terrible vice president. I'm not even convinced she's a good person. Uh, she's the quintessential DEI hire. She didn't earn it. She's never done anything remarkable. She sucks. She sucks. Lousy debater. She's just a liar through and through. This is a deeply flawed candidate, man. A deeply flawed. Regardless of what you think of President Trump, Kamala Harris did herself no favors. She didn't have any massive W's. Throughout her vice presidential run, she had no W's on the campaign trail. She didn't do anything to make herself not even just stand out as a candidate in this race, but to stand out as a fucking leader. Like, the whole point of being the president is you're the boss. You're the leader.
You're supposed to lead people. Okay,
like, can you imagine following Kamala Harris anywhere to do anything?
I really can't. So this might seem like a nitpicky thing, but like the shit she was doing with like changing up her accents in other regions, like that just shows how fake of a person she is. She will change small, subtle things in a like room of people if she thinks it'll give her advantage, right? Now imagine that person trying to lead an entire country of 300 million people. She wouldn't know what the fuck she's doing because it's like, oh, there are these people in this region that want X, but these people want Y, and they both voted for me. She wouldn't know what the fuck to do. Like, she'd be too much of a pussy to say, we gotta do X, fuck Y. Like, so the thing about a leader is leaders make hard decisions, right? And I really don't think Kamala would have it in her to make hard, necessary decisions because it might make her look bad. And all that matters to her is looking good. And like the whole accent shit proved that to me. Like you really rely on these subtle small things a person says or does to overall judge their entire character, right?
Yeah.
Like if this person would lie here, well, who's not to say they won't lie there? And that's the vibe I got with Kamala, right? So I hope that made sense.
No, it does. Let me just read some of these chats really quick before we move on. Like all Geo's insulting nicknames are just words followed by the suffix "oh." Yeah, it's pretty funny. We aren't really sending money to Ukraine. Most of it is in the form of equipment. Yeah, dude, you get the point though. We're printing money and we're spending it on Ukraine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. Yeah. I don't think people are under the illusion that they're putting like stacks of cash on pallets and then shipping it to Ukraine. But if that's happening, then it probably is. Let's see. She literally sucks. I wonder about inside trading because you play with a paper account. Starting out with enough money, you can get the same returns. All Kamal's most explosive moments were under desk. I agree. Omega Tony is God. Stop sipping for your queen. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Like inside trading, blah, blah, zombie bomb. People will never settle for the money they have. They want more money. That is true, Hanuk. On the accent thing, y'all just don't have black friends. Roto, you're being offensive. Like, dude, she pretended to be like a Rastafarian. She pretended to be Southern. She did the whole black
New
thing,
Yorker.
and then she even did like a caricature of a Mexican woman. Like, dude, it was gross, fucking disgusting. Like, dude, I'm like, dude, Trump doesn't have to do that. Clinton didn't have to do like Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton. She did the fake bullshit too, which is weird because she's from Arkansas, but she's lived in New York for so long. She just sounds like a fucking coastal elite. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, you can get the same returns without cheating. If they were cheating, wouldn't they get impossible returns instead of what I could? I don't know. All right, well, let's move on because I want to get to the crime stuff.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is pop culture. We only got one thing here.
Right.
Sarah Silverman says she's become less political because no one wants to hear from celebrities anymore. Yeah, nobody wants to hear from a fucking dumb bitch named Sarah Silverman who did that shitty fucking Christmas movie where they were mocking God, they were mocking Santa Claus, or they were mocking Christianity and shit. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, this is like the best way to tell a celebrity to go fuck themselves and them actually notice is by voting for the people that they don't want to win, which is President Trump. Yeah. Comedian Sarah Silverman explained why she wasn't as outspoken about her political views this election season in a new interview with the Minnesota Star Tribune. Jazz, what do you think of Sarah Silverman's political opinions?
Okay, look, here's my take. It is okay for you to voice your opinions if you have them, right? Celebrity or average Joe, if you have a Twitter account, You should have every right to say it. Now, the issue is that there are people that want to say how they think and feel, but they would be blacklisted from the industry that they're in. The reason why we see so many more actors and actresses and all that shit say, "Oh, we're going for Kamala," because if any of them say we want to go for Trump, they'd be kicked out. It's like it's not inherently wrong for them to say, "Yeah, I'm endorsing Kamala." It's like whatever, like they have every right to say it. But the issue
Yeah.
is other people should also have that right to say, I'm endorsing Trump, but they would actually suffer. So it would be like, okay, it's like an immediate punishment versus long term punishment thing that we're seeing. If a guy says, I'm voting for Trump, immediately he's blacklisted. But all these people voting for Kamala or like saying, oh, I'm an actress endorsing Kamala, now they're seeing the long term ramifications of it, right? It's like, short term versus long term, like delayed gratification kind of shit, except delayed, you make an ass out of yourself, right?
Yeah.
If an actor says, oh, I'm voting for Trump, he gets blacklisted, and then Trump gets brought in, odds are he's probably going to come back to the industry like it doesn't matter because, what are they going to do? But like, I think, I have nothing really against it because, like,
I do just because I think
whatever.
celebrities are annoying, but like they really
Oh yeah,
thought
they are
themselves.
annoying. Yeah.
It was like a damned if you do, damned if you don't moment. Because if they don't go out and protest Orange Man, people are gonna notice and they're gonna think they're Trumpers.
Well, wait.
But when they do protest Orange Man, regular people like myself are like, we're not going to the fucking movies because you people are annoying.
Exactly.
It's like it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation, and
like,
they did it to themselves.
Yeah.
Hollywood is crumbling, you guys. It's over. A lot of big movie studios, they're coming out here to Vegas and they're going to Georgia. They're going elsewhere. They're filming elsewhere. Hollywood's dead. It's not even safe to fucking be there, like physically be there. Let's see. Roto, people on both sides hate when a celeb endorses the opposition and thinks it's based when they endorse the candidate they like. It's whatever. No, not really. Like, like everybody was afraid to endorse Trump. And people think like if you endorse the Orange Man, your life is gonna be ruined. So everybody who did it, they were all like fucking badasses and shit. Like it's not brave to endorse Kamala Harris to say that you're gonna vote for her. You don't risk anything by supporting the regime-approved candidate that's supported by regime media, etc. But yeah, no, I guess kudos to Sarah Silverman. And yeah, Rookie, I saw that comment. It's like, oh fuck, she's old. Dude, when she was a 20-year-old or 19 years old in the 80s, she was kind of cute. I'd probably date her if she was a fucking 20 years old. Let's see, the Liberal comic put out videos encouraging voters to elect President Obama during the... Okay, who cares? The community explained that she wasn't out campaigning for the Democratic Party this time around because of her comedy tour schedule and because she felt that voters were interested in hearing what celebrities have to say about politics. Yeah, especially comedians. Comedians have the most dog shit political takes, like almost all of them. Except for Tony Hinchcliffe. He's fucking hilarious. I was on the road with this tour for one thing. A lot of people asked me if I was going to make a video or something, but my feeling was that no one wanted to hear from celebrities right now. Maybe I was wrong. She continued to just focus on reposting thoughts from smarter people. There's one thing I had done in 2008. I did something called The Great Schlep, where I told young to tell their grandparents they wouldn't visit them again unless they voted for Obama. I should have done something like that. Oh, okay. So she laments not getting involved. Old lady has regrets.
You know what? I'm just gonna say this, Gio. Kamala, she had her victory stolen. We're still counting the votes, Gio. Just you Trumpers, fucking just wait.
Had only Sarah Silverman endorsed Kamala Harris, this election
Bro doesn't even
so
acknowledge
different.
what I say.
I get what you said.
No, it's just you didn't acknowledge it and completely moved on. That was funny.
I'm acknowledging it now.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
You know what's funny? I think one of the funniest political endorsements was from Taylor Swift. I've always maintained that whoever she endorses loses. She endorsed the candidate from her home state. I think it was against Marsha Blackburn. Marsha Blackburn ended up winning by a lot. And the 2020 election was rigged, but Joe Biden should have lost, so that was an L. And then, of course, she came out and enthusiastically endorsed Kamala Harris, and she lost. So, yeah, celebrities don't appear to have any genuine effect on the outcomes of election. The people who do appear to have, who are able to sway an election or have a meaningful impact, they appear to be people who have a little bit of authenticity, like Joe Rogan, for example. That was a big deal. Told you, Chaz for Harris. Is that true? You're pro Harris now?
I mean, I've been pro Harris.
Is it because she's a thick Jamaican lady or what?
Oh, dude, I love them strong, independent black queens.
Right.
Oh, don't make me goon on stream, Gio.
Yeah,
Damn.
please no gooning. All right, well we gotta get into the crime stuff. We gotta play the spooky music.
Okay.
So we gotta get into Daniel Penny. We gotta get into Jay-Z, guys. If rap could not get any more cringe, Jay-Z accused of graping a girl, 13, with Sean Diddy Combs. Oof. The big oof for me. We've been following this story for quite some time. More than 2 decades ago, bombshell lawsuit. Fortunately, the statute of limitations doesn't really exist in regards to cases like this. So, hip-hop legend, debatable, Jay-Z has been accused of allegedly graping a 13-year-old girl with Sean P. Diddy Combs. At the VMA's after party in New York 2 decades ago, a bombshell lawsuit claims this is what fucking losers, how fucking, what F-slurs these fucking rappers are. Imagine like, yo, I'm a gangster, yo, I go hard, shit, run from the police. You're hanging out with 13-year-olds. Yeah, you guys are pretty fucking lame. The alleged victim, only identified as Jane Doe, leveled the disturbing allegations in newly refiled civil lawsuit filed in the Southern District of New York on Sunday. Yeah, so this is how you know shit's about to go fucking down with all these rappers. Southern District of New York, if they want your ass, they're gonna get you. So the fact that this is going to go through via the Southern District of New York, very damning for these ghetto low IQ shitters. The complaint was originally filed in October against Combs, but has since been amended to include Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter. Carter, though, lashed out at the allegations late Sunday, claiming in a statement that the alleged victim's lawyer refiled the complaint only after allegedly trying to blackmail him. In the court papers, the alleged teen victim claims she was attacked by Combs and Carter at the drug-fueled house party in September of 2000. Dude, I was a little babby then. Well, I wasn't a babby, but I was a youngster. After the VMA show at Radio City Music Hall as an unnamed female celebrity watched. Ooh, wonder who it could have been. It's probably J-Lo. Or maybe Beyonce. The girl claimed that the alleged attack unfolded after she had one drink that left her feeling woozy and lightheaded, according to the filing. Looking for a place to rest, plaintiff entered what she believed to be an empty bedroom so she could lie down for a moment, the original filing charged. Soon after Combs entered the room, along with defendant Carter and a female celebrity, plaintiff immediately recognized all 3 celebrities. Combs aggressively approached plaintiff with a crazed look in his eyes, grabbed her, and said, I was going to say something offensive, "You are ready to party," the filing added. Combs then threw plaintiff toward a wall, causing plaintiff to fall. Plaintiff got up and stumbled, at which point Combs grabbed her again and threw her on the bed. At that point, Carter began removing plaintiff's clothes as she grew more and more disoriented. The woman alleged she was then pinned down and raped by Combs and Carter as the unnamed female star watched. Yeah, it's either gonna be J-Lo or Beyonce. All these P. Diddy Americans, right? All these Kamala voters. In a statement, Carter, who married pop star Beyonce Knowles in 2008, derided the allegations as he ripped the alleged victim's Texas attorney Tony Busby, who has spearheaded a slew of civil lawsuits against Combs after he was slapped with the federal sex trafficking charges in September. My lawyer received a blackmail attempt. I'm not gonna read all that shit. No, sir, it had the opposite effect. Yeah, so he's basically trying to act like Air July. He's like, yo, man, I'm from the streets. Yo, we built different shit. I'm not falling for this. Yeah, Jay-Z's fucking guilty. All these fucking cringe-ass rappers that, again, when the fascists take over, these motherfuckers are gonna get got. TikTok motherfuckers.
Still waiting for the Epstein client list.
Well, any minute now. As soon as, Trump and his people walk through the White House doors, we're gonna get that list, apparently. And, yeah, we're gonna take down Hollywood for good. Really excited. Let me see. The song is too loud for... Oh, my bad. Hold on 1 second. Where's my...
It's not loud enough, in my opinion, because
Oh, okay.
I can't fucking hear it because you're not sharing that shit with me on Discord. But
Oh, what the fuck? Why didn't you say something, bro?
I did say it earlier, but
I
you've
didn't
been on
hear that.
you've been on a roll, man. It's like you've had momentum. And
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah. Hold
and
on. I gotta do my window projector
I mean,
preview. Boom shakalaka. Let me go ahead and
hell yeah,
share this with you in a second. Boom, go live.
fuck yeah.
Okay. All right, and we do not have any dropped
Ooh,
frames.
it's
The show's going
spooky.
pretty good. Yeah, this is very, very spooky. Going to bed, Greg. Good night, midget. Have a good one, bro. Thank you for joining and hanging out. I sincerely appreciate it. Let's see. The song is too loud to make it Tony is God. I'm so sorry. I lowered it. Sarah Silverman is a nasty girl. I would bang her with Jack Murphy's Rooster. Dude, that's ruthless. Remember, Michael Jackson predicted this. Yeah, he wasn't the only one. Quite a few people did. Apparently, Beyonce's mom liked the post about Jay-Z. Ooh. Femo, just jelly. He wasn't invited to these Giga Pimp parties. No, thank you. I would never go, even if I was invited. There ain't no party like a Didio's party. Let's see. Take care, midget. I really do appreciate you greenskins. I appreciate you joining, man. Thank you. Guys, play the middle pipes. Oh wow, I thought the song was the outro. I didn't know it was a segment. No, this is a segment, guys. This is the spooky, the crime segment. So yeah, I am all excited for the music industry collapsing, and just again, if we can destroy the Hollywood industry and if we can destroy the music industry, politically speaking, we're gonna be a lot better off. So this is good. This is good, and it seems like they're going full steam ahead, and with a very friendly pro-Trump DOJ, there's not going to be any mercy for these fuckers. So this is good news. All right, so this is kind of just some red meat to the base. Defund the police activist goes viral after begging for help when everything she owned was stolen in San Francisco. The cops didn't do shit. Really? When thieves made off with Darcy Bell's rented U-Haul truck, the San Francisco woman put out a call for help on X. If you see a 26-foot U-Haul truck with the Arizona plate, blah, 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 would you let me know because it had everything I own in it? The post went viral, but not for the reason she hoped for. Bell spent years posting left-wing defund the police views, and users across the site blasted and mocked the activist. Yeah, she looks like she wants to defund the police.
I can see. I can see it. Yeah.
Let me see. Where's her post shitting on the cops? Here we go. Shot plus chaser. That's the tweet. It's so funny. Defunding police is good actually. We paid them a whole lot to do less. If you see a 26, oh yeah, this is the guy mocking her. Fucking based. Yeah, that's what she gets. I mean, I don't know. I don't have a lot of sympathy for these people. If you made smarter decisions and if you followed some basic rules like you don't relax, you don't promote stupidity and petition the universe for misfortune, you probably wouldn't have had all your shit stolen. But this is what you wanted. This is the world that you helped create. Now you shit the bed, you gotta lay in it.
Like, isn't it hilarious how all these people are always like defund the police, then some shit happens and they're like, where are the people to help me? I've been robbed. And it's like, the people that normally would help you would be the cops in this situation, but because the department in your city has, they cut funding and there's fewer of them around, and they boo-hoo, I guess like a shooting going down is more important to them than you getting robbed. Rip bozo. You sleep in the bed you make, like but sorry, go on.
No, you're good. Hold up. Well, that's what she gets. I mean, hold on. What's the chat saying really quick? If Joe's stream was in a live setting and we, the live audience, were in the audience watching, we'd be throwing tomatoes and insults at Joe. No, you wouldn't. Take your glasses too.
I'm here, bro. You wouldn't be
I'm
throwing
gonna be there with a whole
you
fruit
might hit
stand
me.
for the first time. Dude, the chat is out of control.
Exactly. It just upset Gio.
Sorry, had to take a look at this thing.
No, you're good.
Give me 1 second. The fuck.
One.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. One whole last second.
Uh-huh.
Let me see. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Okay. So, have you been following the Daniel Penny case?
No, I don't know who or what that is.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh wait,
So-
no, is he the guy that like choked the guy out, but then he was acquitted?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
so-
haven't been following along, but yeah, I like.
Yeah, he was charged
I'm
pretty aggressively. He was looking at 25 to 30 years in prison, and he was acquitted. They had to drop the first one because the jury was deadlocked, and then on the homicide charge, they unanimously voted to acquit, so he's got free. And yeah, so Glenn James makes a funny comment. And then the person that they're responding to, I'm curious why black people never apply street justice directly to a white person after the legal system exonerates them. It wild, see much simpler than rioting. Daniel Penny, George Zimmerman, Kyle Rittenhouse, Darren Wilson, time for street justice. So yeah, this seems like a weird roundabout way to threaten the lives of these innocent men who have been acquitted and have been found to have done no wrong by a jury of their peers. Like, I was roasting the TYT because they were like crying about stochastic terrorism and shit after Jasmine Barnes died, and then it turned out like it wasn't like a white dude. Let's see. Shit. Sorry, I'm getting a.
No, you're fine.
Give me 1 second, guys.
Guys, stop throwing tomatoes. I'm fucking allergic to them. Fuck's sakes. You're gonna make me break out in some kind of fucking rash or some shit. Stop it. Stop it, K6. Put it down. Put it down, man. You're better than that. You're better. Like, this is some fucking wearing the stocks, kind of shit. Come on, man. This is some kind of fucking public trial. If this isn't a public humiliation, bro. We do what to talk about? Shit.
Okay, sorry, I'm back.
Yeah, go ahead.
Gio is developing dementia? No, I am not.
I am, though. I am.
Okay. But it gets worse, or it gets better. So for Daniel Penny, at least. So Daniel Penny acquitted of criminally negligent homicide after more serious manslaughter charge was dismissed. So yeah, there's videos of him going viral where he's just like chilling at a bar, drinking, enjoying his life. Manhattan jury found Daniel Penny not guilty of criminally negligent homicide Monday in the death of Jordan Neely on New York City subways. I'll just say this because people don't understand why he was acquitted and why people were so sympathetic towards this case. In a subway, for those who have never been on a subway, once you're in that thing, you're underground and there's nowhere to go. The cops aren't going to come save you. And Daniel Penny was drugged out. He was fucking raging out, and he was threatening to kill people. Or Jordan Neely. Jordan Neely was threatening to kill people. Daniel Penny acted acted heroically, and he decided to, protect the lives of the people in that subway car. And as a result, Jordan Neely ended up dying after the altercation. So Daniel Penny and a few other people, they ended up holding him down, and he died. And as a result, people have been like threatening like legit violence against white people. It's really fucking bad. I'm actually, you guys let me know in the chat if they're writing. 1 second. All right. So, sorry, something I had to deal with right there.
You're fine.
Yeah. So, anyways,
seems like you're dealing with a lot of shit this stream.
I know. Let's see. White people don't defend these people. They hate you and want to take your Dogecoin. Yeah, Toru, you're probably right.
His name is he prefers to go by Adachi. He doesn't like his first name. Call him Adachi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. Okay.
What is Geo frog peanut okay symbol? Black people die if you make them hold
He's
still.
flicking peanuts at you, man.
Yeah,
That's what you
black
mean.
people black people die if you hold them still and act decent for 5 minutes. Disavow. So yeah, and even worse,
Do you think Jordan Neely also is saying he couldn't breathe, or do you think he was trying?
I don't think he said any of that because it was all on video.
Because he couldn't breathe, so he couldn't get the breath to say it.
Yeah, it was. Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Look, it's tragic what happened. You know, it's not a laughing matter, but I mean, the long-term implications of this are.
I don't know, a guy with warrants out for arrest of doing the exact shit he was doing on that day, assaulting people on a subway.
Yeah.
Right? It was only a matter of time before that guy got taken out, right? Like, it was only a matter of time.
Yeah.
It just so happened that it was Daniel Penny on that day, on that exact subway, right? Like, you know, if he wasn't gonna do it, guy was probably just gonna get shot by the cops or some shit. Or shot by another dude who he was fucking with, right? Guys like that, Jordan Neely had every fucking opportunity to fix his life in any way, shape, or form, right? And he didn't. Like, he's been in and out of prison for so many years at that point, so
Yeah, he had over 40 convictions. Over 40 convictions.
There's a point where you have to stop feeling bad for a guy. He could be a victim all he wants. Oh, he was brought up in a bad household, you know, divorced parents, the guy was homeless, jobless, and all that shit. It's like, even if that was the case, there's only so many excuses you can make for a guy before it's just like, no, fuck that guy. Right?
Yeah, no, I mean, there's really little you can do for people like Jordan Neely.
Like, he clearly didn't want to change. If he wanted to change, he would have got sent to prison once and then be like, okay, you know what, I need to change. But no, he didn't want to change, and this is just the logical outcome to people acting like retards.
Well, this is speaking of retards, this is we're gonna look at some of the responses from the family.
Oh, please.
We need some black vigilantes.
Are you sure you still want this music playing for this?
Yeah. Why
Yeah?
is it? You don't think it's appropriate or what?
Not for this. I mean,
Why? It's hilarious. What? Like it's not like sad and somber. Like fuck these people.
No.
Well, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Well, no. I just mean I didn't know if you still had it on or not.
No, I want it on.
Okay.
I can hear
All right.
everything. All right, hold on. Let's continue here. We're gonna start over.
We need some black vigilantes.
That's right.
People want to jump up and choke us and kill us for being loud. How about we do
You're
the
not-
same when they attempt to oppress us?
Right.
I'm tired.
Fuck them, dude.
For being loud, it's like, no, okay, I mean, first of all, yeah, maybe you shouldn't fucking be loud and obnoxious in a public setting like a subway, because it's just you blatantly trying to fuck it. Like, maybe have the common decency to not be a complete fucking retard. But even that, like, Jordan Neely wasn't just being loud and obnoxious, he was threatening people. And it's not just empty threats. The dude had a fucking track record of that shit. Right? So, classic, oh, I'm just gonna talk about shit that I don't understand because black, right? Just
Yeah. Well, here, we'll watch the video again because apparently somebody couldn't hear it.
We need some black vigilantes.
That's right.
People want to jump up and choke us and kill us for being loud. How about we do the same when they attempt to oppress us?
Right.
I'm tired.
Yeah, yeah, dude. Like again, this is historical revisionist bullshit.
We're just being loud.
No, you were threatening to kill people.
Bitches. Classic fucking hive mind mentality. when one of us gets like hurt in this scenario, it applies to all of us. Why? Because I bet that guy, occasionally in public, is also a loud, fucking, obnoxious asshole.
Well, he is
Right?
in public being a loud, obnoxious asshole.
Well, I mean, he's on TV. I'm saying, like, just okay. I mean, you got me with that one, but it's just like, oh, it's because like he sees himself in Jordan Neely's position, because it's like, oh, I'm black, I'm loud, I bitch on the subway every other day. That could be me. And it's almost like, well, then maybe you shouldn't fucking do that kind of shit.
Yeah, don't be doing drugs. Don't be doing crimes. Don't threaten to kill people, and you won't get fucking jumped.
really
Let me see.
fucking
I think
sucked,
the dad is responding to another really short clip. Let's watch
Oh,
this and see what
please.
they're saying.
Like, this is Jordan's dad?
Yeah, I think this is Jordan.
Oh.
He looks like Snoop
Oh.
Dogg, but that's his dad.
Oh, please tell me that, like, I wish I had a bingo card for this kind of shit. Tell me, like, I want to hear him say he was just misunderstood, or how David is racist. Just hit play. Just hit play.
I just want to say, I miss my son. My son didn't have to go through this. I didn't have to go through this either. It hurts. Really, really hurts. What are we gonna do, people? What's gonna happen to us now?
No, and you're gonna go fucking home.
The fuck
You're gonna
do you
go home.
mean?
The trial's
Like-
over.
Like,
It's
the
done.
fuck do you mean us? It was
Yeah.
like, it's such just like, this is just one of those cases where it's so obvious what happened, but they intentionally blew it up to be something bigger than it was, right? Because
Well,
they wanted to
it
make an
doesn't-
example of him.
I don't think there was rioting tonight, though. So it seems like BLM's magic is gone, which is a
No,
good
people-
thing.
Yeah, yeah.
I had enough of this. System is rigged.
No, okay, Gio, pause. If this dad really had enough of this shit, if he really didn't want to have to go through this, maybe he should have parented his child and teach his son to not be a fucking criminal who assaults random strangers, right?
Oh, 100%.
Like,
Yeah.
no, like, this dad, like, he's acting like, oh, it didn't have to happen. The system's against us, right? Blah, blah, blah. No, it's like the system that failed is the system of your household, because you were probably a shit. How much are you willing to bet that he was in prison for at least a few years in Jordan's life? And it's like, my dad's
Oh,
a
I'm willing to bet
gangster.
money that's the case. I'm almost certain that's the case without even looking
Almost
into
certain.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, you know, it's like all these people, all these fucking relatives of Jordan Neely come out. They're like, oh, we love Jordan. I'm like, well, then why weren't
We
you
loved
out there
him.
looking for Jordan
We cared
and
him.
saying, hey, man, we're taking you to the clinic to get cleaned up and
It's
to get
almost-
off the stuff because you're
Yeah.
killing yourself with these drugs. And, you know, it's like, dude, you're either going to die from an overdose, you're going to be found face down in the street, or you're going to get fucking shanked in a jail cell or something like that. That's going to be how he goes. And, you know, unfortunately for him, he ended up getting taken out by a Marine who was defending a subway car. Let me see. Somebody said something. In a self-defense situation, I would think twice about that chokehold from the back. If they pull a knife, that can get really messy. Cops use it to take people down, but they don't stay there. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, dude. Like, he did. I mean, there were a lot of people who were, well, not a lot, but there were a handful of people that were helping Daniel Penny. Oh, this hasn't failed Daniel Penny up until now. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, the system failed. He's right. It was rigged. It was rigged against Daniel Penny. And it was rigged in favor of criminals like Jordan Neely. Jordan Neely got away with over 40 fucking convictions. Dude's been convicted over 40. Dude, at a certain, like, I don't really, like, care too much for, like, the 3 strike laws, but there's a certain point where it's like, if you've been to prison, you've been convicted over 40 times for fucking violent crimes, you're not suitable for society. We gotta lock you away forever. Or fucking shoot you into outer space or something. And just get rid of you. Just be fucking done. Send him to another country. Let somebody else unload that problem onto somebody else. Because it's, no. I'm not in favor of any of this. And again, it's like, yeah, dude, like, if you, all these people, I mean, like, look, here's what, this is gonna be offensive, but, like, here's what the family's really feeling and really thinking. They're like, yo, we just won the ghetto lottery. Jordan Neely's gone. We're going to exploit his dead body, and we're going to make a lot of money off of this. By the way, if they sue Daniel Penny, they're not going to get anything. Good luck.
Like, if they try to take it to like a civil court, Daniel, if anything, he should, take them for all they're worth.
Well, they're not worth
Because-
anything. Daniel
Well,
Penny was literally homeless. The
Yeah.
family probably, like, what I can't say is maybe the family is not that fortunate either, which is why they had no resources to help him. But I'm about to unload on BLM in a second. Hold on. Watch this video. We have another BLM star right here.
CHIVONA NEWSOME. I'm the co-founder of Black Lives Matter Greater New York, and I'm a devout Christian. And in my Bible, thou shalt not kill. In the Torah, thou shalt not kill. In Buddhism, not kill a living thing.
Okay, Geo, pause. Is it thou shalt not kill or thou shalt not murder?
I don't know off the top of my head.
Okay, I want to look that up. Like, that's just one of the 10 Commandments, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'm just gonna, like, quick Google search, like, the 10 Commandments. Like, I know it's just, like, a very simple thing to look up, but... Oh, thou shalt not kill? It's like,
Yeah, look it up. Let the people know. Preach, brother Chaz, preach.
Okay, it's like, just a quick Google search. You shall not murder. Like, there's a difference between killing and murdering. Like, a blatant... Like, we have laws against it. People, thousands of years ago, understood the difference between murder and, killing someone, right? So, this bitch is like, oh, I'm a devout Christian. Thou shalt not, kill. Okay, it's thou shalt not murder, first of all. And second of all, like... I mean, even then, like, Daniel didn't fucking murder the guy.
No, he didn't. And yeah, bearing false witness is also a sin, is it not? You're not really supposed to do that either. And and here she is, bearing false witness against Daniel Penny, who's been acquitted of all wrongdoing.
And look, I'm sure that, like, the 10 Commandments is, like, something that's debated all the fucking time about killing.
Yeah, this
murder, like, whatever. It's just, I'll use any tiny thing I can against these retards.
Yeah,
even,
well,
like,
she's also
even
a communist.
No,
These
like,
people are
even
communists.
Even if it makes me look like more of a retard because I'm ignorant, at least I'll admit it, right? At least I'll own up to it, right? That my understanding is based off a quick Google search. Like, I'll say it, like, but whatever. But yeah, go ahead, hit play.
Let's finish this video.
But America has no morals, no soul. Our bloods have paved the streets of this nation since its inception. It was foolish of us to think that a black man would get justice in the system designed to... My heart bleeds for the Neely family.
Gio, he had, like... Bleeds. In this system, he's been getting justice. He's been doing crimes and being let off the hook. Is that not justice? Is that not enough? Oh no, the guy should be allowed to kidnap kids and assault people whenever he damn well feels like it. But God forbid one guy puts his foot down and says, I'm not having that today. Oh, now he's the problem. Fucking morons.
Yeah, BLM sucks.
For his father, who sat in front of me every single day and prayed for justice for his son. There is no one coming to save black people, or else we wouldn't live in these ghettos, we wouldn't be in these prisons, and we would be further along than we are.
We wouldn't be in these prisons. You're not in fucking prison.
Yeah, well, why did they end up there? Why did they end up there?
So many people are getting let off the fucking hook. Jordan Neely should have been in prison, but he was let off the hook time and time again.
Correct.
What the fuck is she on about?
Lies, dude. This is all they do. It's all narrative to them. These are innocent baby angels who did nothing wrong. They literally didn't do nothing, and and everyone is evil, and everybody just worships the whites like Daniel Penny, and that's why they're in the predicament that they're in. Daniel Penny chose a life of crime. Daniel Penny wanted to live, or Jordan Neely. I keep fucking these names up. Jordan Neely lived a life of crime. He wanted to be a stupid thug, kidnap kids, just be a filthy fucking degenerate, live a very unhealthy lifestyle. And he likely died as a result of his lifestyle, not because of what Daniel Penny did. Exactly. This is literally the factual evidence in the case, but they didn't care. The system was rigged. It was rigged against Penny. He never should have been charged. He never should have been in that courtroom. And you guys have to fucking lie and suggest that that Jordan Neely was only in that situation because he was asking for food. No, he was saying he was gonna fucking kill people. Finish this.
Absolute bottom. So forgive me for being jaded and cynical, but once we saw those non-white jurors, we knew that this case was over. Non-white jurors. How could there not be an uproar that the same person who got off Kyle Rittenhouse, who got off O.J. Simpson,
Yeah, Kyle Rittenhouse is innocent.
was used here? And shame on you, celebrities and politicians who claim not to be racist, because the
Shame on you,
racists spoke
Gio.
loud and
I have
Shame
no
on you.
shame. I have no shame.
clear. John McCain's daughter, she had something to say. I think she incited a riot for the right.
What? No one is rioting because of anything Meghan McCain said.
Bro, the fucking leader of a BLM chapter is talking about leading riots and shit. You can't make that shit up.
Yeah, and even worse, blaming the most milquetoast shitter Republican woman, Meghan McCain.
Phil Mickelson, he had something to say. Kid Rock donated $3 million. And if you look on social media, if you look at the hatred spewed across against us, against black people, against a man who was sick, because when there's a crisis of drugs in America, I'm sorry, it's only a crisis when it's a white person, an opioid
No,
crisis.
okay, if he's really this fucking sick, why didn't his family just fucking
No,
say?
let me say something really quick,
Okay,
because like this is the point that I need to really jump in here. The whole fucking the brand, the name here is Black Lives Matter. If Jordan Neely's life mattered, with all that money that you guys received over all those years, why didn't you guys show up to the hood or show up to these poverty-stricken neighborhoods and got people like Neely, got them the help that they needed? You know what they did with all the money that they got? They bought mansions, they bought Bugattis. I'm not even fucking kidding. They're being investigated for this shit. These people are fucking criminals. They say Black Lives Matter, but they sure don't act like it. But they want to wag their fucking finger in our faces and deride us and shit on us because we don't want to live in fear, because we don't want to be attacked by these fucking drug addicts, these deranged, degenerate criminals like Jordan Neely. Yeah, it sucks what happened to Jordan Neely. The first time I saw a video of Jordan Neely was like, I don't want to say it's like almost 10 years ago, but it was a long fucking time ago. He was being trolled by Joey Boots. I guess he was like a famous troll. He was a part of the Howard Stern network. And Jordan Neely seemed like he had a temper, but, you know, he just seemed like a a young guy just trying to make it in the big city, in the Big Apple. And, you know, it's sad to see what his life turned into. But that doesn't mean that we have to not defend ourselves. When somebody like that threatens to kill people in a place where you cannot flee. You cannot flee a fucking subway underneath the ground. There was nowhere to go. And the people in that subway acted, and they defended the fucking women and the children.
Someone else hopped in the Discord.
Yeah,
call.
who goes there?
Yo, what up, boys?
Hey, what's up, man? How you been, dude? How you feeling?
Better day by day. The voice flop is no joke. Don't fall victim.
Yeah, it happens. No, we're talking about this Jordan Neely situation, man. Are you happy that Daniel Penny is found innocent? He was acquitted?
Yeah, man, that was some good news. I mean, I'm glad he didn't get your typical New York jury, the same one that got Trump. You know.
Oh man,
he
yeah.
was
Well, I
acquitted.
mean, that whole thing was rigged. I mean, Alvin Bragg had his fat sausage fingers all over this one, and I think they tried to rig it. And you know, let's wrap up this video because we're almost done. This fucking fat woman is talking.
Jordan was labeled a drug addict and labeled
Yes.
a crackhead. The
Yes.
only crime that Jordan Neely was guilty of was the color of his skin.
No, he threatened to kill people. Fuck off.
He kidnapped a fucking child, didn't he?
Yeah, he attempted to. Dude, over 40 crimes, over 40 convictions. So that means a jury of his peers found him guilty over 40 times.
Luckily for Daniel Penny, his skin was not like Jordan's, because you honestly wouldn't have seen our face. The NYPD would have arrested him after 3 hours. The justice system would have found him guilty. And shame on this jury. Because to be real, they didn't even try. Once the lesser charge was removed, they came back an hour later and said it was deadlock. Less than an hour and 20 minutes later, they said not guilty. These wonderful white people, I hope they celebrate their Christmas while the Neely family is praying and asking God for comfort. Goddamn them and goddamn America.
Go fuck yourself. Fuck BLM. You don't care about black people. It's all about buying your fucking mansions or your wigs or whatever you fucking fat women buy for yourselves. Again, they could have done a lot of good with that money. They didn't do shit. It went to the higher ups at BLM, and it went to the Democratic Party for partisan reasons, of course. Dude, Jordan Nealing fucked around, man. You know, he was fucking up. Like, this is just like, look, if you live a life of crime and if you're a drug addict, your days are numbered. That's just the sad reality of it. And again, the people on the subway, they don't. It's not their responsibility to know your life circumstance. If you're threatening people's lives and they have a means to stop you, they're going to stop you. But in the future, maybe more people will hesitate because of what happened to Daniel Penny. And like, Andrew Bronco brought this up, but like, our society is so fucked up and fractured, and it's not homogenous anymore. I mean, it hasn't been for a few decades. And when you go into a jury, you know, you go to court for a crime that you're charged with, and you look at the jury box. Those aren't your peers. I mean, by law, I guess they are, and on paper, I guess they are, but you know, you have all these competing factions of people in this country that have U.S. citizenship, but they don't hold the values that, you know, our ancestors had. They don't hold the values that the founding fathers had. A lot of these people don't even fucking like this country, and they have a very negative view of English common law, American jurisprudence. And if you were a white guy and you're at their mercy, God fucking help you, man. Juries are just unpredictable. The prosecutor did everything that she could to get this guy to go to prison for the rest of his life. Fortunately, she failed. Somehow sanity prevailed. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like things are changing. BLM this morning threatened violent rioting. They threatened violence against white people, exclusively white people. And many of these fucking dorks were arrested in real time, which has never happened before. I feel like the winds of change are here. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I mean, I think with Trump back in office, this shit's not gonna fly anymore. Let's be real. As of, you know, once he takes office, the shit's ain't flying anymore.
Hopefully. Let me see. Blackmail, launder money. Oh yeah, that's what BLM stands for. Yeah, you're probably right, Friedrich Marx. It's more accurate. Blackmail, launder money, for sure. Why are people still supporting this clear scam? $90 million donated to 3 rainbow lesbians, so they can buy lake houses. Yeah, dude, they bought like 3 giant fucking mansions like right next to each other.
I mean,
like,
it's
there's something
because
insane.
It's because people are gullible when you get them to only think with their feelings.
I mean,
right?
I'm not fucking mad because
Yeah.
they didn't take my money, but you know, people need to know, like, this is who they are. Like, again,
would
they'll dangle, they'll hold up, they'll prop up Jordan Nealing's dead corpse, but they don't really care about him. They don't care about any of those kids in the inner city who are getting bullied, who are getting shot, who are not getting a proper education. You know, they keep voting for Democrats that keep promoting a public policy that allows for the flow of illegal drugs to flow into these poor neighborhoods, many of them black neighborhoods, devastating them and keeping them poor for many generations. Again, if you Black Lives Matter, why do you support this shit? Why do you vote for this shit? How come you're not out there in the streets helping your brothers and sisters out? They don't give a fuck, man.
Well, do you think
but
they would
we're
have been
bad
accepted
guys.
in Martha's Vineyard?
What was that?
Do you think they would have been accepted into Martha's Vineyard?
No.
You don't think so?
Well,
Yeah.
well, they have the money, so I guess not. No, my buddy from Stadia Dispatch just joined the call. Chaz's voice did not change. All right.
Yep. No, Chaz's voice did change. Just confirmed it. Chaz is using a voice changer. You heard it here first
Oh, yeah,
on the
right.
Watchfrogs. No, I'm kidding. Say hi, Chaz.
No,
Yeah,
get
so-
fucked betas. Haha, I fucking
Yeah,
trolled you all.
get fucking
Yeah,
hoodwinked, bitches.
No, in all honesty, I think I'm gonna hop off here.
All right, buddy. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, it's
man.
Why
late.
is it every time I hop on, you hop off?
Well, it's
world
more.
must
It's more of a matter of like if Gio has a new co-host, I feel like someone else can help continue the show going, right? And it's just a matter of like.
Well, I was just hopping on for a few minutes to say hi, so if you want to stick on, just
Well, it's not
feel
even
free.
that. I'm just like a bit tired and hungry. It's like
Yeah,
I'm gonna,
he's like 3 hours ahead. He doesn't live on the,
like
Oh.
the Southwest like us.
like if I'm gonna cook something up, I'm like, you know, I gotta do it now before I get too tired. So,
Well, good
anyways,
talking with you, man.
Well, hey man, you have a good night, and you too, Gio.
All right, buddy. I appreciate you joining and hanging out.
Okay. Yeah, anytime. Peace.
Suggest.
Man, what do you know about this CEO guy who got Brian Thompson, who got murked by this Italian Luigi guy?
The question I've been asking is, how much dirt did he have on the Clintons?
No idea. I mean, I'm not gonna get. I don't really want to get into the details of this shit because I feel
know.
like everybody has been kind of glued to this. But he's been identified as a prep school valedictorian. Okay.
Mhm.
Um,
Wasn't it because his wife or something got like denied
yeah, I think it
medical
was his
service
mom.
or something like?
Yeah, I think it
or-
was his mom. Yeah. So and he's a consumer. Look at this, dude. It's fucking Happy Meals. Got Lion King and shit on it.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. But he does look like a normal guy named Luigi. Dude, the whole like somebody wanted me to do a stream because of this. I'm just like, I don't really care too much. Like, okay, some douchebag CEO guy got murked. Most people have no sympathy for him, and I think that's really scaring the shit out of a lot of rich folk. Because you got like this Joker style assassination, literally on camera for the whole world to see, and the majority of the reactions were just like memes and praise and hailing this guy as a hero and like apparently like a heartthrob at this point. And so we're seeing in real time the Jokerfication of America, and I don't really know what to make of it. If we applaud this, if we celebrate this, you know, we're and enable this behavior, we're gonna open up a can of worms, and that can ain't going back the way that it was. It's gonna be really, really bad.
It's been going this way for a while, though. I mean, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, they attempted it with Trump, but they didn't treat Trump like a fucking CEO. They treated him like a fucking menace to society that needs to be, you know, dealt with. And fortunately, he survived, and things played out the way that they did. But now we're seeing, you know, we have this situation, and I fear that there are going to be a lot of copycats because the response has been so overwhelmingly positive. It's literally playing out like that shitty Joker movie, that god awful Joker movie. And, you know, there was another incident. Somebody else brought this up. This is like the bulldozer event. Next time someone does it, allegedly, they should put fake shoulder pads and fake filler on the tummy to fake the body type too. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, the bulldozer event. You know, you had like some guy who was like viciously abused by his town. And he ended up fucking destroying the whole thing with the bulldozer. And I don't think he killed anybody, but he almost did. And it was a pretty funny affair because no one died, but the guy was treated as a hero. And
You're talking about the Killdozer, right?
Yeah, the Killdozer, yeah.
Yeah, didn't what's his face? That one YouTuber just buy a Killdozer and was trying to make it.
I have no idea, dude. I have no
Look
idea.
at it.
Let's see. Adachi says, so they can do whatever they want for decades, and one person dies, and it's all of a sudden a problem. I'm not saying that all of a sudden it's a problem. It's just, you know, and this isn't really likely to impact me. It's just we're really living through the times. We're really living through the times, and again, I'm not sympathetic towards the douchebag CEO guy. I used to have United Healthcare insurance, and I think the insurance sucks. You know, I've heard all the horror stories, and like there was a story, I should have brought it up, where and I confirmed it, so it's true, where I think it was Blue Cross or Blue Shield, whatever, Anthem Blue Shield, whatever they're called, and they were going to start rejecting or denying people's they were going to deny paying for certain costs related to anesthesia for people that I think were cancer patients or who needed to undergo invasive surgery, and they weren't going to pay for it anymore. And they ended up reversing that decision as soon as, you know, they kind of saw where people were at, and they're like, hey, they really fucking hate us, and we don't want to die.
Well, no, I mean, this is true. Like, because I mean, you look at like the most common illnesses around, right? like acid reflux. That's a big one, right? Just take some, antacids and you'll be fine.
Hold on,
But they don't.
wait, 1 second. Okay, so, it's dumbass things like this, which is why no one takes Faggo seriously. You really don't see the parallels between why Joker is popular and this guy is being dude, you're a fucking retard, for one. And the parallels between these two. The Joker is far leftist propaganda, and this is real life. The Joker, like
The new Joker?
I don't know. Both of them are garbage. Both of them.
Heath Ledger one.
No, not the Heath Ledger one. That's also not called the Joker. That's just the Dark Knight.
Dark Knight.
Yeah. What were you saying before I cut you off? Sorry.
No, I was saying like basically the medical industry for a lot of these like things, it's hard to say there's an incentive for them to cure people. Like look at like the biggest probably thing in America right now is people are overweight. They eat all this processed food, which is junk. It gives them acid reflux. What do these big pharma companies do? Oh, let's just toss out these antacids, these PPIs, these H2 blockers like candy. And then when you take them, you get even more screwed up because you haven't addressed the underlying problem of what was making you sick to begin with. So it's just a cash grab for these guys. And if you try to actually find the cure, they're going to deny your insurance claim and say, well, no, you have to go to this X, Y, and Z doctor. If you see a functional medicine doctor or anyone else that is outside of the network, we're not going to cover it. And then you're stuck spending like thousands of dollars out of pocket to actually cure yourself.
Well,
it's stupid.
I think like one of the biggest problems is like, dude, people pay a lot of money into insurance and only to be rejected later on, which is bullshit.
I mean,
and again, it's like
yeah.
I don't feel particularly bad for the CEO guy. Again, I'm not wishing harm on anybody or anything like that, but again, it's hard for me to really care when they're essentially ripping off the people who pay for these services. You sell a product, and then when people try to use it the way that it was intended to, they find a way to deny them. And allegedly, this kid had grievances against the CEO for this reason, and it is what it is. Okay, can you actually define far left? Yeah, it promoted universal healthcare. It promotes eating the rich horse shit. I mean, dude, it's not hard.
Yeah.
K6, if you don't understand how like far left the Joker is, like you're a fucking idiot. I don't know what to tell you. This guy wasn't an incel. He doesn't represent us. He's a Chad Joker. I don't really know anything about this guy's life. That's what people who eat bread deserve. Enjoy your shit health.
Well, okay, so here's the question, though. Here's the question. So, did he legally own the suppressor, though, that he made?
Dude, I don't care. I honestly, like, I don't think any of this is that interesting. I think what's more interesting is the response to it. And
because
like the left is trying to make it seem like, oh, dude, this guy's a MAGA chud. But then, like, moments before, they're just like, oh, dude, eat the rich. Like, fuck the CEOs.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Like, they're trying to eat their cake and have their cake and eat it, too. It's really, really weird.
I guess what I'm trying to get at here with that comment is...
K6, okay, yeah, K6, you're brain dead. What you described isn't far left. Yes, universal healthcare is far left. The whole eat the rich bullshit, that rhetoric is far left.
Mhm.
You're delusional. You don't know what you're talking about.
I guess what I'm getting at here, because I guess it really doesn't matter because Trump's in office in January, right? And if Brandon Herrera becomes ATF director, which would be a godsend. I know. One can dream, though. One can dream. That would be or at least he puts someone in place that is good in terms of, these NFA stuff, no longer an issue, common use, Heller, and, just be done with all that nonsense. But I don't know, because if we look at what happened in Las Vegas, for example, when Trump was in office, and then you had that decree where, we're going to have to go for bump stocks now. Was this the ploy, or is to basically say, should we now ban suppressors because one guy off the CEO? Because I've seen online people are calling for that, but those are idiots on Reddit. So I mean, take that
Yeah,
with a grain
no,
of salt.
I'm more worried about the fact that so many people were, they find this behavior permissible. Like, let's just forget the fact that this guy is a douchebag insurance CEO. What if you get one of these Reddit guys, one of these douchebag Joker wannabes, and they end up assassinating somebody who's like based in red pill, but because of their imagined grievances against the person who's based in red pill, they felt emboldened to take action against this individual, because they saw the response that Luigi got.
Yeah.
I just think it sets a really, really bad precedent. being in favor
Comrade
of this.
K6 is responding to you again.
You're
that
telling someone who
apparently he-
studied this that they don't know what they're talking about. Your American ideas of left versus right are outdated. You studied it, then you wasted your time. You got robbed, K6. You got fucking robbed, bro. They took your
Was
money.
your professor a Marxist? Just be real. It's in the chat. I just need a yes or no.
Turge, is universal healthcare not a far leftist proposal?
It is. It's far leftist because
Is it when you hear
it's the government control over
wait,
healthcare.
Turge. So what comes to mind? What kind of person do you think about? Like, what does this person look like when you hear them say, "Eat the rich"?
I think of them as useful idiots.
Well, what color is their hair?
Pink, purple, or some shade of.
Okay, so I never spent money on it. Okay, well then they took your time, which is probably more valuable. So yeah, this is the again, I'm not like a bootlicker or any of that bullshit. It just
Hold up.
I just
He
think
never
this sets a
spent
bad
money
tone.
on it. Is K6 from one of those countries that has quote unquote free healthcare, free education, free everything like that, and then him not realizing that it's actually his taxpayer dollars that pay for it, so it's not actually free?
Yeah.
Is this one of these guys that we're dealing with right now?
I'm not entirely sure. K6, you got to be specific because learning economics wasn't a waste of time.
Okay. So economics. Let's get into some economics. I'm just gonna use the most current example. Were we better in America under Trump, who is by far more capitalist, or were we better off in America under someone like Biden?
I don't think K6
Harris?
is a leftist. I just don't think he understands what he's talking about. That's all.
Yeah.
Jared, didn't
And
you
Biden Harris
go
is
get some
shit.
weird business degree you don't need? Yeah,
I dropped out of college. I didn't need to finish.
it's
I
okay,
gotta-
George. If you're trying to make a public versus private argument, go ahead. No. No one's making those arguments at all. I made a very simple claim. I don't know why people get so hung up on really simple shit. Like, everybody gets hung up on simple shit, and it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, The Joker is a far left movie. It has a far leftist ethos. It has far leftist undertones. Like, it's not some fucking, like, incel, some ode to inceldom. It really isn't. Like, it doesn't give homage to fucking the Groypers. Like, the people who made that movie fucking hate Groypers. They hate incels. The second movie solidified that fact. There's no, like I don't know what, I probably had to fucking do a video just completely tearing apart the Joker 1 movie because it really wasn't good. And same with the second one was even worse. Even if you support universal healthcare, people from outside your country will come and use it. Yeah, Adachi, that's 100% true.
How's that working out for Canada?
Yeah, exactly. Well, fuck, we don't have fucking free healthcare, and we're still fucking paying for other people's healthcare. It's bullshit.
Oh yeah, because everyone who's come over the border illegally is putting a strain on the system. Like, and the fact that Obamacare completely screwed up the healthcare system because before, you know what my insurance was? Like $20 a month. Like, not even that. It was super cheap. Now, it's like, I mean, I'm obviously on my work plan, which is a little bit cheaper. But if I was on the open market for this shit, it's so expensive, and you're not getting the same amount of care. The quality of everything dropped with Obamacare, and the fact that Trump on that last interview basically said to, I forget what the biased reporter's name was, basically, yeah, they wanted to replace Obamacare when he was in office, but they weren't able to, so they were only able to run the system as good as they can. So it's one of those things I think Trump is probably still going to look at fixing our healthcare system, among other things.
We'll see. We'll see.
we'll
but yeah, dude,
but yeah.
the shooter, the alleged shooter, is a consumer. Look at this shit.
Consumer, yes.
He's fucking doing the Reddit face. Dude, give him life. If it's him, give him life. Let's see. Barry benefited for the despair of the people. Is that the assassin? Zombie Bomb? Yes, this is the alleged assassin. The only thing that bugs me about the response, really, like all the women simping and no one says anything. But when men are oogling women online, they are told they are corn addicts. Hypocrisy. You know, Feral Revenge or Feral Ravage, you might have a point. Apparently, again, I wouldn't know this, but according to studies on the internet, a lot of these women, they are consuming very aggressive, violent corn. And again, I don't know. I guess it comes off as like weird and cringe to call them out for it. But again, I don't watch that shit. I don't want anything to do with that shit. And I'll make fun of anybody who's all about that stuff. Zombie Bomb, he's rainbow. Yeah, probably. Again, I don't really know. I don't want to look into this guy. I don't really care too much for him. If
he's a consumer, no one cares.
You know, throw the book at him. Even if he didn't do it, throw the book at him anyways because he's a consumer whore. And he needs to be punished. I mean, look at this dude. I mean, people who do in my fascist America, people who soy out over corporate products like this, they're to the gulags, to the camps. And yeah, that's all she wrote. I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's people are like coming out with like all these fucking retarded conspiracy theories. It's like, dude, like who fucking cares if it's really him or not? You know, like someone fucking died on camera. And the response is more interesting than any fact about this retard here. So, careful what you fucking wish for, guys, because it's about to get real fucking spooky. Like I was going into the Trump administration, the second Trump presidency, kind of hopeful, but given the response to this, now I'm just like, ugh. You know, people are just like the winds of change are here, and they can either be really, really good or they're gonna be really, really dark. You know, and I don't know.
I'm hopeful for good, you know.
Well, you can just glance at the photo. Why did he eat the CEO? Allegedly, he had a manifesto, and it was because the health insurance company unfairly treated somebody he knew. Exactly, it's probably projection. These women seem to think they can talk down to us about our own brain activity. Laughing my ass off, true zombie bomb. Oy vey, Gio. You people will not approve of your gulag. If his face has lines on it from how much he expresses himself in joy, then he's absolutely rainbow. Let me see. Do the lines make a difference? So, all right. So I count 1, 2, 3 lines. What does that mean? Whatever.
Who knows? Who cares?
Let me see. What else do we got? Hold on. We're done with the crime stuff. Now we got to get into some 304 stuff. All right. So is this based or not? Am I the asshole for leaving my Bumble date stranded at a restaurant after she admitted she was going to her guy best friend's place after the date? A couple of months ago, I matched with Anna on Bumble. I thought we vibed really well. She had a really nice and funny demeanor, and we had lots of engaging conversations on FaceTime. Okay, so the first problem is you're wasting a lot of time talking. More action, less talking. You're wasting your time. We set up our first dinner date last week. I proposed a really nice restaurant, which was sort of far from where we lived. But I really wanted to treat Anna because I thought she was special. Anna asked if I could pick her up and then after the date, drop her off at her best friend's place. I didn't mind at all. Simp. Anna said she had movie night with her best friend. Picked up Anna. Oh, whoops. I picked up Anna and went to the restaurant. The date went better than expected. We vibed really well. Anna also had drinks. That was the designated driver. However, right at the end of the date, Anna asked if I would drop her off at Josh's. I was initially confused and then realized Josh was her guy best friend. No. First off, the one mistake that he made, you're wasting your time talking, dude. Get out of the talking phase. Don't stay in the talking phase. Don't even get into the talking phase. Say, hey, what's up? You seem cool. Let's hang out. I'm free here. You want to hang out this day?
Well,
like, keep it moving. Keep it moving. Don't fucking spend a week, 2 weeks, or whatever talking to these fucking women. It's a waste of your time. And
I'm just glad I don't have to do that shit anymore.
I know, right? Yeah, lucky you. You're in a relationship now. But you waste your time. You wasted so much time talking. She ended up, making plans with Josh. And
Well, let's be fair. Is Josh a rainbow? Because if Josh was a rainbow, then it wouldn't matter, right? But if Josh is also, let's just say, laying it on the table on movie night, then Buddy just wasted his time entirely.
yes.
So,
Yeah, it's but leaving her there is the right thing to do. So he redeemed himself. So he messed up, but then he got the date, which is cool, I guess. But yeah, no, this is an ultimate sign of disrespect. This is not acceptable what Anna did. And I approve of the OP abandoning her. I wouldn't even say anything. I would leave. I'd call the restaurant and be like, hey man, let me just, pay for my half or whatever. Fucking leave her. Leave her. Somebody else's problem. See, this is why I always propose: take him to Applebee's, take him to Denny's, maybe Chili's if you got a little bit of disposable income. But dude, you took her to a nice restaurant, bro. You don't even fucking know this bitch.
yeah. Well, now see,
Amateur
here's
hour.
also the problem.
Amateur hour.
Here's also the problem. You take him out to a fine restaurant for the first date. That's what they're expecting from there on out. You fucking take him to Denny's the next date. This cheap ass over here only took me on one. Took me to this place. Now he's taking me to this. You're out. You're out of the picture, bro.
Let me read some of these comments. I thought this girl I never met before was special, so I took her on a nice dinner date. Bro, never gonna make it. Yeah, dude. Again, this is why you don't fucking waste your time in the talking stages, because like text is so informal. No. It's devoid of life. Especially if you don't really utilize, proper diction, emojis and whatnot. And he probably received very bad signals. No, he received very inaccurate signals from the woman. So in his mind, he's like, oh my God, these conversations are going so well. But in her mind, she probably doesn't really care that much. It's probably not that big of a deal. She's like, whatever, I'm talking to like 5 other guys anyways. And I'm going to be seeing another one after my date anyways. But in his mind, he's like, oh my God, he's pumping her up. Elevate, again, one of the worst things you can do, especially in the early stages of dating, you put the pussy on the pedestal. You're simping too hard. You're putting, the bitch up on the pedestal. And I mean, look what it got you. You drove far away to this fucking restaurant that was supposed to be special, and you got nothing for it. Nothing for it. Let me see. I mean, Uber is a thing. It's not like she's stranded. I mean, besides the point. No worries. Her bestie can pick her up. Correct. Yeah, I know, right? Kinda, but I do the same. Yeah, I would have done the same thing too. I would just get up and leave. Yeah, bro, 100%. Anna was using this guy to get the date experience and get her ego fluffed. Then she was going to get smashed by the dude who won't commit to her because he can do better. Absolutely evil. Burn the witch. Put her on the Josh is her best friend. He can come get her. Yeah, I know, right? I hope he paid nothing or went 50-50. Man, I hope he paid nothing either. Only reasonable response. So it seems like everybody in the comment section is unbelievably base. Hey, I have a meme for this. She got the top one saved as daddy and bottom one saved as free food. Yeah, man, you gotta. I don't know, right? Ooh. Let's see. I've been on both sides of this. I've been this dude, and I've been Josh. Only the most vile women will act this way. When I caught my sex friends doing this, I gave them a tongue lashing like you wouldn't believe. And then I lectured them on not being a piece of shit. I don't even know what this guy's saying. He's not the asshole. He's an alpha male. You should also send her a Venmo request for any expenses. I thought she was special.
No.
Bro is not going to make it. It's over for him. This guy has a lot of pain and misery coming his way. Yeah, dude, like he's too naive. He's too naive to date. Turns out she's not so special. Many such cases. Oh, man. I mean, it could have been worse. I mean, at least he found out on the first date, she belongs to the streets. So kudos to him, I suppose. Let me read some of these comments really quick. Applebee's, nah, take her to simple, cheap place. She either takes it or leaves it. Okay, the only place cheaper than that is like McDonald's or Chipotle or Del Taco or something. I mean, that's
Dude, all
it,
the
bro.
boys slop.
Ain't texting
Why-
how you get escorts to follow you home. What? No. Never take a woman on a date. Who wants to be around anyone eating, mackling lips, chewing sounds, etc. I don't know why we even acknowledge people who go on dates with someone they never met before. What do you mean? Dude, this is what people do, Zombie Bomb. You fucking, you freak. Gosh. Let's see. They don't matter. They don't count. Their experiences are worthless. That isn't even dating. It's just weird. I mean, no, I don't think so. I don't know. You have to elaborate. Let me see. What is this? Women, when they find out their husband voted for Trump. Look, we will stay married and raise the kids until they're out of the house, but I will not respect you, and I'll make sure the kids don't either. Yeah, so this is why libtard women are having no choice but to opt in for like 5 cats. Because it seems like regular dudes, dudes who actually have something going on with their lives, and guys who have things to lose, they don't want to fucking lose it all dating some fucking dumb bitch like this. The thing with Trump is that a lot of vengeful women are lashing out at the result of the election, and they're lashing out at the people closest to them. So unfortunately, the kids are going to feel the wrath, the husbands or the boyfriends are going to feel the wrath. The lucky ones just get dumped. The lucky ones get dumped. So that's good. But yeah, this is why you always got to choose your partner carefully, or these dumb bitches are gonna fucking lash out against you.
Yep. And you found a good one when they've stuck with you for 2 months of hell, medically speaking, anyways. Oh, did that get personal on the stream?
No, not at all.
Okay, just checking. Like I said earlier, avoid the slop, boys. Guys.
Avoid that goy slop. What else we got here? Dating is a failed experiment that brings out the worst, most parasitic qualities in people. We dated for 6 months. I never met his family. He got a new girlfriend a week after we broke up. He met his family 2 weeks into dating. Oof. I, 26F, was dating a guy, 28 male, for about 6 months. We matched on Bumble around May and dated for about 6 months until randomly out of the blue, he called me claiming he needed to break up. Said he was having a mental health crisis. Yeah, any guy who uses mental health crisis, they're very feminine. And how he couldn't give me everything I deserved, and how he needed to be alone and work on himself. Some background is I never met his family or friends because he wanted to take things slow. However, he met all my friends and my parents. Well, flash forward to 3 weeks after our breakup. His dad posts on Facebook about his brother's birthday dinner, and my ex is in the photos kissing another girl on the cheek. Not only did he move on in 3 weeks, but she also met his whole family. First off, why the fuck are you friends with the dad if you never met the family? Dude, that's so weird and cringe. I don't like this whole you meet somebody once and then they add all your friends and your relatives and shit like on Facebook or whatever.
She was probably the side piece, let's just be real here.
She was more like the fill-in, right? Like she was just filling in for the real thing whenever it came along. So this guy was just using her for 6 months, just to stay warm at night. And then when he found the right one, he kicked her to the curb. And like the funny thing is, like, here's the deal. So why did this happen? So early on in this so-called relationship, the guy decided that this was not going to be permanent at all. So he knew early on that this wasn't going to be permanent. So he kept her away. Kept her away from the parents, kept her away from the friends, kept them away from the boys, etc.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he found the right one, the one that he wasn't going to be ashamed to bring around, mom and dad and the other friends, etc. Then he made real moves, which is what she ended up seeing on those Facebook posts. He saw the boyfriend, the ex-boyfriend, with his new woman, and I don't think it was a side piece. I just think she was, like I said, the fill-in.
Not the one.
She was the fill-in, and it was something she did. She did something that warranted him just stringing her along. I mean, I don't want to say that what the guy did is like cool or right or whatever, but I'm just explaining it to you guys. That's what I see. That's not something I've done before. Just saying. But dude, guys and girls do this. There's plenty of guys who's like, yo man, like things weren't really working out with my girl, like we tried our best and she said she needed to be alone and she needed time and she needed to heal, yada yada. And then
I'm on the
like
end of that.
and then like not even a week later, 2 weeks later, like she's out in the club with another man. She's out at a bar with another man. She's at a party with another man.
Yeah.
It happens.
Dude, 2 exes ago, it was like, I'm not good enough to meet her friends. I'm not good enough to meet her family. You know, you try to set up those times where you can meet those people, and they're just kind of stringing you along. Yeah,
Hold up.
there's your red flags.
Wait, hold up. Zombie Bomb says, you seriously think it's okay to consider dating someone you've never spent one day with before? That's desperate behavior. First off, Zombie Bomb, you never fucking met who I'm talking about, and you fucking hung out with him in person. So you fucking don't who the fuck are you to put me on trial? Okay? This is a strange dynamic. I agree. It's also rainbow. So Zombie Bomb is being homophobic. Ban her. Jill will never beat the rainbow allegations. Jill stop going to gay bars. We in chat just Zombie Bomb's words because she's a girl. He can't stop. That's where he does the magic puppet show. Wow. What were you gonna say? Sorry, I interrupted you. But I had to address Zombie Bomb and her slander against me.
Well, about the gay bar thing, I was gonna explain a story about what happened.
You
in
didn't go to one, did
Vegas.
you?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna basically say you did, but that it didn't happen. I don't want to lie on stream. So there you go. Joke failed. You ruined it. Thanks, Gio.
Oh, okay. Let's see. That's not dating at all. Well, Zombie Bomb. Then what did you do? You gave this guy your coordinates, and then he shows up in your fucking hood. Like I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. You know, like I said, you don't know this guy.
On a date? You're going on a date with someone.
Again, Gio, contact Zombie Bomb's boyfriend. Tell him to lock her up in the kitchen. Yeah, just I'll send him a belt, a nice belt. Just, like, what the hell are you doing, you dumb bitch? Just wax her over the head, what she deserves. No, I didn't.
Disavow.
Look, I'm just saying, like, how do I put this? Like dating profiles and shit, they're like vetted. You know, there's like, you know, safety protocols involved, and it's also with people who live within proximity of you. You know, like they live in your neighborhood and shit. I didn't tell that creep where I live. Well, how did he end up meeting up with you then, Zombie Bomb? How did the creep know where you were? I don't know how many times I have to tell you that. Look, no, Zombie Bomb. What I remember you telling me, or ask you to stop bringing it up. What do you mean? I don't remember. Wait, I'm not allowed to bring it up? Hold up. Sorry. Oh, man, there's drama in the
drama.
Oh, do I have drama music at all?
Yeah. See, the problem is I don't have my soundboard with me, so I'm on my laptop. Otherwise, it'd be.
I upset Zombie Bomb. I'm sorry, Zombie Bomb. I didn't mean to upset you. Well, now that she's gone, we can talk shit. Zombie Bomb, it's okay. We know you gave him your job.
Oh no,
dude! Like I was just fucking around. Like I don't think it was the drama is getting dense. I don't know what to say. Look. I'm just saying. Character odd. Damn. I feel like Aaron Imholt. I said something that I shouldn't have. Now it's now people are mad. Well, look, I was just defending myself.
I mean,
look,
you didn't
this
film
is what
yourself
happens.
doing
this is what
activities.
happens when you throw stones in a glass house. You throw stones in a glass house, things are bound to break. You know.
Yeah. But Gio, you didn't film yourself doing anything inappropriate, so you're good. You're
no,
not.
I've never done that. I've never done that. Well, actually, somebody did send me racy photos of herself, and I think I should delete them because I don't want that stuff on my phone. It just invites nothing but trouble. Look, I live a straight-laced life now. You know, Gio, you have to be gentle with girls. You know how the ladies get. Look, Zombie Bomb's allowed to say whatever she wants. I accept whatever. Like you guys go, you guys are calling me F-slur. You guys are calling me Jew. You guys are calling me all this crazy shit. And like I figure we can talk about whatever. And well, now that she's gone, I guess I'm gonna give you guys the PG version of the story.
Oh no.
There was somebody that I didn't like. He was friends with somebody that I'm friends with. And he was very cringe. No, I didn't have any problems with him or whatever. I kind of like made fun of him and shit, but that stopped because he asked me to stop like bullying him. And I'm like, okay, fine. Well, there were some leaks about this creep, and like really bad leaks. Like this, like people found this dude's Pornhub account, and they saw all the crazy shit that he liked. And even worse, they found his DeviantArt account. And in his DeviantArt account, he was saving and favoriting and commenting on images about little boys being abused by snakes and shit. And I've had women
The-
reach out to me on Discord.
The wall.
I've had women reach out to me on Discord complaining about this guy. So he was a mod in this Discord community that we were all like a part of. So I go in there and I was just joking around. I'm like, "Oh, bro, like I heard some things that you did," and he's like awkwardly laughing, and then he like bans me from the group. So I got really fucking pissed. I got really, really salty that he did that. So I knew everybody in that Discord channel. There was like hundreds of them. I messaged every single person all the information that people had on him, the links to the account, the DeviantArt account, and it really fucking set him off. It really, really pissed him off. Like he was unbelievably pissed, and he's never forgiven me for it. Anyways, I don't know. I guess he hung out with Zombie Bomb. Just saying. Yeah. If you want to know the specifics about the snake shit, it was like, have you ever seen the movie Jungle Book, where the little Amazon kid or whatever, the little jungle kid, he talks with the animals, and one of them was a snake. So the snake is like spanking his ass and shit. Dude, like this is what was on his DeviantArt account. I'm not even fucking kidding. And yeah, and like for whatever reason, like people that I like and respected, like they were like cool with him. And I'm like, this guy's a fucking loser. Like, why are people friends with this fucking degenerate shithead?
He's probably a groomer. I mean, let's be real. If you're into that type of stuff, that's a major red flag. And I'm not accusing him of being one. I'm just saying that fits the profile. I'm not, again, for the record, not saying
Yeah.
he is, but
Yeah.
sus.
Hanok, what's a DeviantArt account? A DeviantArt account is like, it's kind of like Flickr or Instagram, but for artists. So people just like post their like shitty art and shit on DeviantArt. And like a lot of furries and like lolicons and shit, they use that website. Like it's totally degenerate. It used to be like kind of wholesome, and like a bunch of nerds would like upload like icons and stuff and like fonts that you could use. But I mean, I don't know. I don't go on that website.
NAC, it doesn't sound like that.
MTMG, I like this. DNG, that's some fem energy or fem revenge. It's not so much that. It's more like I'm a troll, and I was just fucking around, and I thought it was just the fellas fucking around, and you know, you couldn't take a joke, and you want to banish me. It's like, okay, dude, like if that's like I fight fire with gasoline. That's just how I roll. Because I'm fucking sick in the head. That's just what I do. And yeah, fuck him. Like he's just a piece of shit. Like I don't know. Like a lot of people have complained to me about this guy, and I've warned as many people as I could. Like just avoid him. Just stay away from him. Like quit talking with him. And I don't know. He's kind of like the Eric July of like that group. You know, he just puts a spell on people, and they all fall for his bullshit. And I don't know. Wait, did he draw Morse code? I don't know who drew it. I have no idea who drew it. But it was on his account. He was saving this to his account. He was posting it, I believe. Wait, was Zombie Bomb in one of the
Also-
videos? No, she was not. Don't spread rumors, AC.
Also, if you have a certain account there with the P in the hub, then why would you have that? That's just dirt they'll have on you for later if you piss off the wrong person.
I don't know, dude. It just seems like people don't really care, you know,
Yeah.
for no reason. And oh, Jesus Christ. No, stop it for no reason. Just don't do it. Oh, there's an H. Oh, night. Oh, whew. Dude, you scared me. Scared me for no reason. I was worried something really gross and offensive was going to show up in the chat. So yeah. So that's why, Zombie Bomb was angry with me. So I guess I owe her an apology. Raisin, you damn racist. All right, let me see what else. I think we only got a couple more things. Let's see. Fuck. What is this? What is this shit? Governor Tim. Oh, this is related to dating. Surprise! I thought it was political. Governor Tim Walz' daughter, the daughter's name is Hope, shares dating relationship on how to avoid the wrong kind of men, and her very specific red flag. As MAGA world howling with rage. I'm not really mad at all. The truth hurts,
Nah, I
and
wouldn't
she
be
didn't
mad.
hold back. Whew. According to the 23-year-old, Hope, any man who is a fan of right-wing podcaster Joe Rogan should be avoided. She explained on TikTok that relationships with those kind of men never work out. How the fuck would she know? How many Joe
didn't know
Rogan
Joe Rogan
podcast
was-
bros fucking passed her around? A litmus test for me and my friends for like years now has been if the guy we're talking to follows Joe Rogan on Instagram, they're a red flag, and we should probably
Since
stop
when
talking
was
to
Joe
them.
Rogan right though? I gotta interrupt and say that. Did he only become right when he said on the stream that he's gonna support Trump?
Yeah, the
Because
answer to that is
Kamala
it doesn't
refused-
matter. The answer to that is
Yeah.
it doesn't matter at all. He helped Trump and he shakes his hand, so that's enough for them to be like, oh, he might as well be tradcon evangelical pro lifer forever.
He's
Uh,
Heutler now
Yeah,
because he
he's
supports Trump.
Hortler. Let's see. And the times when they do follow him on Instagram and we haven't stopped talking to them, it's never ended well, she added. Rogan is a popular podcaster with an 80% male listenership. He endorsed President Trump before the election. Hope Waltz added that her rule has never failed her and her friends. If they follow him, we're like, yeah, this person probably isn't a great person, and probably our values don't align. So we're gonna move on from that. And honestly, it's worked out well for us, for all of us. Yeah, but all your friends are fucking single. Like this bitch is single. Oh yeah, it's worked out so well for you, I'm sure. Please retweet and heart if you think that more women should feel Hope's red flag rule. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. This isn't
Hey,
gonna work.
maybe isn't Tim Waltz the guy that wanted like the conversion therapy?
Yeah,
Isn't that him?
tampons in the bathroom, all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hey, maybe she'll do better on the other side. You know, take one after the father. You know, just
Well,
lead by
he's kind of
example.
cute, I guess.
I
Yeah, but her family's
mean,
crazy though, so I don't know.
yeah, and I mean, didn't Waltz like study in like China or some shit too?
Dude, I don't
Like,
know. Like everything he says is bullshit. Like he's just a fucking liar. So
yeah,
I
well
don't really know.
that too.
Let me see.
I mean, I guess
I like how all these fucking
Kamala
single
and
bitches are
him, yeah.
like, "Oh, this is our rule." It's like, yeah, but you're all single. Like, who cares? Whatever. Okay. What we got one last thing. Oh yeah, this is the. Oh shit, I gotta do a. I'm not gonna do the music. This is a really short video. This is a potential fake hate crime.
Just got back from the grocery store and I was standing in line and in front of me was a MAGA supporter and in front of him was a woman who was from another country and he leans over to her and says, "Hey, excuse me, are you from this country?" And she says, "No, I'm not from this country." And then he cut in front of her and said, "America first."
What are the likelihood that this happened? Urge.
Was it Jesse Smollett?
No. No, it was a
Okay,
woman.
then. Hey,
Got
you know
back from the
what?
grocery
Jesse
store.
Smollett could have become a woman. You know, reverse hate crime. You know, it's possible.
Well, I don't think there was a MAGA supporter or a woman. I think this guy is making
No,
up a
I-
story. Yeah,
no, I
this guy like
100%
walked down to
agree
the
with it.
forest to record himself, say all this stupid shit. Yeah, I'm gonna just first off, if I were to witness something like this, I would be so shocked. I'd probably just, I don't know, I'd just fucking laugh. Here, just listen to this one more time. It's only 18 seconds long.
Back from the grocery store and I was standing in line and in front of me was a MAGA supporter and in front of him was a woman who was from another country and he leans over to her and says, "Hey, excuse me, are you from this country?" And she says, "No, I'm not from this country." And then he cut in front of her and said, "America first." Just got back from the grocery.
I mean, yeah, this didn't happen. I mean,
Yeah,
look,
yeah, everyone's
it would be like, okay, so think about it this way. Yeah, if it was in like the very very hick area, right? That is just racist to begin with. But those people have predominantly supported the Democrats because the KKK was Democrat, or it still is technically. So I don't think it happened. I think this is a bunch of bull, and this guy's just making it up to make clout, and then maybe the Krasensteins will recruit him. Who knows? By the way, I don't like those guys. Those are the two most like freaking gaslighters on the internet right now, or at least on X. That's
Probably true. Of course, Joe would laugh while the other races are arguing. I don't know what you mean, Hanuk. Yeah, just be in the background, just screaming race war. Let's see. This is off topic, but apparently the original
That would
Native
actually be a
Americans
good
are white.
movie.
I don't know about that. I heard about that. I don't put much stock into it because they change the story every time. Next, they'll be saying the other group was the true natives or whatever. I think scientists don't know what they're doing anymore. Yeah, scientists are full of shit. Yeah, here at the Watchfrogs, we're very anti-science. We're anti-NASA. We're anti Bill Nye the Science Guy. Fuck those people. Neil deGrasse Tyson is like one of the greatest enemies of the Watchfrogs. Yeah, they're just making it up. I mean, Dr. Fauci, another enemy of ours, for sure. They're just making everything up.
Vey,
Shut up. You're going to get me in trouble. I'm not gonna say that.
Don't trust the science.
Don't say that. PYT reeks of weakness and surrender. Shame, because I thought they were doing decent pre-election, more jank than anyone really. Oh, wow. You know, Mr. Small Hat, Gio is a flat earther. I'm not a flat earther. You know, I think I'm gonna start lying and saying that I'm a flat earther just because like people who are like anti-flat earther, like they have such like a terrible fucking attitude about they're just rude, just ruthless people, and I'm not down with that rude behavior. So
There's actually there's a guy, I think he lives out in like Prescott area, because I see this truck every so often. There's one that's like birds aren't real, and then the other one's like the flat earth truck. So it's just like there's a few people up in that area. They're either like 10 out of 10 amazing trolls, or they believe. And it's just like I don't know. I mean, some of the arguments these people make are interesting, but at the same time, it's like, okay, explain satellites, explain all this other crap, right? I don't know.
Pharaoh Ravage asks, yeah, have you seen the massive race war on X right now? It's wild. Black women and Latino women are fighting, and blacks and Asians are fighting because people are tired of the blackwashing. It's wild. Yeah, I mean, it's really, really crazy. All the fighting that is going on the internet. I'm not really participating in any of it. I'm just like responding to people who are like, oh, dude, Jordan Neely did nothing wrong. And it's like, well, he threatened to kill people. You know, he's got a history of violence and shit.
Yep.
Your worship's false, God Yakub. No. But yeah, no, I don't really know what to make of it. I mean, we're seeing a massive realignment in politics. We're seeing a massive just change happening. Everything is changing, and you know, there's no, you know, the genie's out of the bottle and it's not going back in. It's pretty interesting to say the least. I mean, the best, I don't even know what the best thing anybody can do. I'm generally staying out of a lot of that stuff. I don't want to get involved. But I notice things, and I am going to, you know, act accordingly.
Yep. I've noticed the shift. Definitely.
The winds of change are here, like I said. You know, there were just multiple civilization changing events that happened back to back to back. Trump surviving multiple assassination attempts, you know, Trump winning the election.
Honestly, though, do you think that if the deep state didn't try to kill Trump, that Kamala would have won? Because then think about your independent voters, think about people that were on the fence that said, you know, pretty much after that, what the hell just happened?
I don't know what would have happened. I don't know what would have happened. Do you only worship Yakub's Mexican version? I don't even know what that means. Yakub created us so that we could be racist and oppress all of the races. Same shit. The shit is exhausting, I know this, but I have no interest in joining it. Yeah, Pharaoh Ravage, I mean, the best thing to do is just avoid it all. Just live a clean life and keep your head down, and, you know, stick with people that you know, stick with people that you trust, avoid bad people. World-changing event number 42069, 42069. Gio decided that making puppets are cool. Yeah. Gio's not white. He's a small hat. Oh my god. All right. The calls of Jewry continue. All right. Well,
Yep.
this is gonna be a short show. I guess I'm gonna go message Zombie Bomb and see why she's so mad at me. Because I was just fucking around. God damn it, I was fucking joking, and people get mad. This is why you got. Why fucking. Whatever.
The chat basically encouraged it, so blame the chat. It's always the chat's fault.
Yeah, like I don't know, like the chat is open. People are fucking saying whatever they want, and there's no controlling it. And I'm just responding in kind. So
Nah,
yeah.
it's all good though. Yeah, she'll be fine. I think
Yeah.
you're good.
All right, everybody. Well, this is gonna be a short show because I got work tomorrow, so I can't be up that late. So everybody who joined, I sincerely appreciate it. Here, let me turn off this thing right here. All right. What did you do? I didn't do anything. I don't think I did anything. In all seriousness, I hope you're not mad. We were joking. Yeah, I know. No, dude, like you guys did dogpile her, so I mean, I don't think the chat helped, but all right. Well, we'll see what's up. I gotta get ready for bed. So everybody, thank you so much for joining. It's gonna be a short show, so